Bunka bunka. Here, let me do this so I don't. There we are. There we are. All right. We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Cuta. Wait. I gotta learn how to pronounce this name. Oh, wait, no. Nicola. Cutic Nicola, probably? Strong treasure up? I have no clue. I'm sorry. I have played maybe 1 or 2 games of Chonk's Treasure. If I already have 20 points, I need to get first in game to win. Yes. That's my favorite so fun. I've the 1 or 2 times I played it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna ban any. They're asking about using chivies in tourney. All right, so we are waiting on them to start the lobby, and then we're gonna hop into the finals. I am very excited to watch this and to crown our champion. We have the prize pool in this spreadsheet over here. Yeah, there we are. But here, I'll move this to the final lobby as well here, just so that we can have it right there. But I'm very, very hyped. This is checkmate, so theoretically we can go to 8 games, or I don't think we can go to more than 8 games, but I doubt we'll get there, yeah. But hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a happy Sunday. Actually, I should say this. Okay, my title is becoming way too long, but I'll get there. But let me do this, because I do want to say that there will be a special announcement after we are done with the tournament that I'm excited for. Let me throw that in there. While we wait, I think they said they were waiting on a couple. All right, let's save that. General. Oh, you guys streaming POV. All right, and let me get the link in there, get it all set up, all and good. This is why some people do like a starting soon thing, but who's got time for that? All right, I'm back. Special announcement: releasing hair care routine. You know it. You know it. Man, this is gonna be the time of announcements. I mean, I was just talking about this with somebody. Oh. All right, let's get our spectate on then. We are in game, waiting out the spectator delay, and then it is time. Oh, baby. Finals. Oh, this is going to be so hype. I cannot wait. Also, I have 50,000 other tabs open. Actually, let me get just this tab. I want that tab. I want maybe Twitch on my other monitor. That's high key. I don't need any of this other garbage. Beautiful. And then I'll throw this over here. Okay. 50 seconds. So, going into this, if we want to think about these players in terms of kind of like, who did the best? Shaolin, first place on the day yesterday, 41 points here. And Shaolin came in not as an insane, what was Shaolin's seed? Yeah, Shaolin came in, yeah, kind of middle of the pack seed wise, 10th seed. So actually not like the necessarily like highest rated player in the lobby, but still did fantastically well yesterday. 41 points. I just wanted to pull up the scores as well. Yeah, second, first, fourth, second, first, third. Beautiful. So not a single bot 4 on the entire day. Couple of top 2s in there, a first in there. Yeah, really, really good stuff. 2 firsts in there as well. Yeah, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth. So really, really nice kind of clean score line. All right, we are getting into it now. Somebody asked if it's okay to use one of the chibis, and I was like, yeah, use a chibi. It's fine. It's whatever. And then so we have a 1 player, Joe Fish, who is not using a chibi, or who is using a chibi actually. All right. All right, so we're in Lysandra portal. Honestly, not, I mean, we can check stuff like Void here. Not great Voids, honestly, there for Calf. But we'll get a lot more direction as we watch the first few fights and see what happens. This one also not amazing, but we'll see down the line. Xin Zhao picked up here. Yeah, I'm down to chill here. I mean, list portal at the end of the day. Oh my god, what is that shop? That's hilarious. I mean, we don't actually have, it's kind of funny. If we got a Kiana orb drop, we would be close to like 2 Kiana 2s. But we actually just have the 1 Kiana. I've never seen that. 4 Kianas in one shop. All right. Well, a Kiana 2, really nice to start off with here. Let's check in with Shaolin as well here, see what we're doing. Have this Jin pair here. What's up, DJ Yahweh? Path of Spirits. I feel like it was Path of Spirits so many of the games yesterday. Oh, I should at Kai as well, because Kai said he wanted to commentate. Let me know when you're free to commentate. Rumble 2, pretty mediocre here. I'm playing Deadlock. I tried playing that game like once, and it was not very fun. I mean, I get how it could be fun to somebody, but I don't think it's for me. Duel here with the early Void Opener and the Spitter Spines here, and the IE. So very likely, and the Caitlyn here. We'd really like to pick up a Caitlyn too, so that we can just have a strong opener with this stuff here. Gonna sell here just for some extra bench space here. Oh, and it's a prismatic start. My god. All right, let's. Oh, Pris ticket. We have like no items to play that line to play Ishtal, but like I feel like Pris ticket Ishtal is so good. I would like. Oh, okay. We have to just take a safe, decent option. Tactician. Hit Demacia emblem. You could play Kaisa with that. I mean, we at least have the J4 too, so that's something to work with. These are all students of you plus others. Must mean they're all beast, right? These are actually all my students. So yeah, this one is just. It's not like one of the mentorship programs. These are all my students. So in some ways, they've all been equally as coached by me. So really, no one has an advantage. But in other ways, they all have an advantage. So we'll see how things shape out. You have to actually what? Okay, I don't know. A couple of upward mobilities here. I mean, I think this augment's fine. Push levels, have a good time. We have the early Shadow Owls opener here for Yofish here, so we can pick up as many souls as possible in the early game. Doing pretty decently, relatively close fight. You want as close fights as possible. So we get a decent amount there. And yeah, we are going to, I was about to say, are we not going to sell bench here? We do opt to sell bench here. Let's get around the rest of the lobby, see what else we got. Ooh, Shimmer Scale Essence. We need some kind of upgraded frontliner though. This dude, this Scion dude, I feel like he is not going to make it as an early tank. This guy is just not tanky enough on his own, so we'll see if Tucklebee can get there. Adriel has this. Buried Treasures here. Almost looks, I was going to say almost like some kind of Ionia. I mean, we have the bow. Yeah, I mean, it could be some kind of Ionia spot here with the Jhin pair. We'll see where we end up going from here. What do we have here? Another upward mobility. Oh, okay. So we do have a Priz ticket from Calf here. And Calf actually just full open Priz ticket holding on to this Kiana here. Has a rod open, has a chain open. I mean, I love this spot if I'm named Calf here. I feel like our spot is just so nice to just play. Very easy game into a Ishtal reroll here. Gonna roll it down this round here. Pick up the Bard and just have a great time, honestly. Like, all the students are on the same rank. There's a decent amount of variance. Duel is our highest rated player here, who is sitting about 1,000 LP on UNE. Oh my god. We actually got Ishtal in, and we got the shop reroll one. Oh, we still have free rerolls left. Oh my god, this spot is really good. But most players are around master tier. Some like a little bit higher master, some a little bit lower. And then yeah, Duel is like, I think technically challenger UNE. So yeah, but a lot of people around the same rank, honestly. Deadlier Cabs here for Mirnik here. Only downside, we saw a similar spot to this yesterday, and it didn't end up going that well because they weren't able to get to that second death cap very quickly, right? You need to get to the double death cap so that you can unlock Veigar, so that you can start stacking Veigar, so that you can start stacking the death caps more, get that power spike. Upside is this Teemos doing decent damage. We might actually pick up a dub here against this guy who doesn't have that strong of a board here, and also unlock the Bard, which is going to be very annoying for the other people who are playing in this, who are trying to play Bard, especially it's Calf, right, who is playing this this Ishtal line here. But I mean, man, the amount of stacks we already have. The speed in which we are going to be able to get there is really gross here. So we'll see how Demacia Emblem for Duel ends up going here. Obviously, Fawn plus Demacia Emblem means there's a lot of stuff that you can fit on this board. Ended up making a Steadfast, which is a very solid tank item in this comp here. Probably going to be looking for like a Gunblade or a Shojin here. Curious to see how what board Shaolin ends up playing into, because there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we're very open. Like, to me, almost looks like some kind of Ionia with, like I talked about, this Jhin pair, but we will see here. How's Takabe's on a 3 streak here? Oh my god, and we pick up a Draven here. Wait, this is an amazing pickup here. I mean, not only can he hold on to the Gwynsus nicely, but he's also just a good guy to play around. We'll see. Looks like we want to hold on to the Aphelios for now as our Gwynsu holder. I think it should be Draven, just so we can start farming up. Because the dream here, right, is that you farm up a Darius and get 5 in, and then you're really going crazy. Though, to be fair, we do really want to keep Bruiser in. Like, you kind of must keep Bruiser in on this board. You could also play Quick Striker over the Armor Shred, honestly. I would consider it. Just because Armor Shred, like, is there that much armor in the early game? Not really. Oh, a Bilge board, actually, for Adriel here. Okay, so we'll see where that ends up. We are looking like we are going to proc. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Scion's been surprisingly good. We've been winning fights, and he has been procking. So we are going to get one. Wait, he could even potentially get that second. Oh, just barely doesn't get that second Mogul's proc, which would have been a nice pickup, but, not too bad. I would hold the Ash as well, just to keep Quick Striker open. Shaolin here, gonna have Streak broken, so Takapi is now our only player who has a potential for a 5 streak here. Calf has actually already gotten that reroll cash. My god. Lose 3 player combats, I guess it must be. It's a little awkward, but I mean, I don't think... I mean, you might be able to buy 24 XP, but it would be on like 3-1. Oh, 100. Oh, we got a gargoyle, actually. No, we can just take the 100 armor. Yeah, I don't know. I like this one a lot, actually. It's only 20, but it allows us to reset into here. I didn't even see that we had the gargoyle slammed, which is awesome as well. It means we took gargoyle off carousel. I don't hate it, just to guarantee that you already have this gargoyle onto the Nidalee, one of the more important items in this comp here. Let's check out Takapi, see if we can pick up that 5 streak, because, ooh, this board that we're fighting is not weak. 2-star front line, has the Gwynsu on Jhin in the back line. We might even not... Oh, we just barely on the last hit proc Moguls, but yeah, this is not going to be a 5 streak, so nobody nobody full streaking this game, which means it's a pretty even opener, I would say. You know, the only person... Oh, and Calf actually ends up breaking the loss streak here versus Adriel. Adriel manages to lose this fight with a pretty... Wait, really? No. Yeah, I was about to say. No, we got to... Oh, yeah, we won against Adriel. How did Adriel lose this fight? I guess he benched some units. I didn't even see. Wow. Like block some guys in. I mean, to be fair, this Gargoyle is pretty strong here. So we are going to, yeah, just go for the block 2000 damage one. Once again, like, not really. This is kind of how Wajan Iverson likes to play this comp. I've talked about it before, about how he doesn't really like the kind of like the loss streak ones that much. He really like prefers to play for the kind of ones where you just kind of play strongest board, take stuff like rerolls, take stuff like combat. And I mean, having the Nico 2 already is really, really nice here for potentially getting that. Oh my god, Bard 2 as well. Oh, this spot looks mighty illegal here. Pick up the Oriana as well. Still need to play Bard here and chill for this round. Nautilus 2 as well. Oh my god, a lot of upgrades coming down here. Did get one rod here for Mirnik here, so we just need the other to get to the Vagar, which we probably can pick up at this point. Joe Fish here, lost streaking with Shadow Owls, but has 27 is actually pretty good for this. We already have the Gwen, so pretty good about that. Duel here ends up with the Shojin adaptive here. Going long, it becomes Kraken Gunblade here, which very much looks like we are going to play. It's a pretty late Void is the only thing, but it looks like we're going to play into Slayers from this spot here. And yeah, Shaolin here does look like we are going to end up, yeah, I mean, we have like very, very close to BIS. Oh my god, where did this Mundo 2 come from? We just have a Mundo 2 on the front line, but a Jin 1 in the back line. I mean, this Mundo is going to carry us into stage 4. We just need some kind of board to back it up, honestly. All right, Cap here should, yeah, easily have this cash. So we will check out on the next one, and we will check out what our next augment looks like here. It is so far 1 Priz. Okay, Priz into Silver. Okay, nothing too crazy. Tiniest Titan is acceptable. I mean, you're never taking late game, and I don't think you can really take lunch money here. I feel fine about taking Tiniest Titan. Makes us, you know, if we get like a 4 loss here, we can actually accept taking it in a spot like this and go for like a crazy high cash out here. So that's my pick. We'll see. Earth Axiom. I mean, you are always, you know, throwing a guy in the middle, and we do end up taking this. Okay. Reroll the shop is pretty easy and free here. So, yep, we're just going to push 6 here, play that strongest board, take very likely a Continuum Cogs, yep, and just get those 6 rolls in. There's a Taric here. I don't think it really means anything crazy, but you could consider something going on there, and we'll just take our 6 rolls. We're actually rolling even deeper here. I think you should wait. Yeah. I like that we stopped. I mean, I think we should have stopped even at 6 and just saved the rest of the gold. But I like that we stopped, you know, without rolling too much. And yeah, Earth Axiom here. I mean, 40 Armor Namara is not that big on a unit that already has a Gargoyle. Obviously, like, the idea is that everybody clumps around this Nico, and then she drops to 50% HP, and then she stuns everybody. I am not the biggest fan of this augment in general, but I mean, it is strong enough for combat for right now. It will make our board a good bit stronger. Also, oh, we just barely don't kill this Briar here, which is going to result in us losing this fight. Yeah, a little rough here. And ooh, wait, look at this from Rising Tide. This is really, really nice. Going long lunch money. So we have the going long that's going to fuel us, allow us to push very, very, very fast levels. We're already level 7 on 3-2. And then we have the lunch money as well. So we are going to be able to take advantage of the fact that we have 7 units on the board, do extra damage, farm some gold, use that gold to push levels faster. I mean, this might be a fast 9 angle, low-key. We'll see, actually, how Rising Tide decides to use this econ, just because we are very, very strong, and 6 streak here, 22 gold, level 7, can be very fast, level 8 here. I don't know what somebody just pinged here. I guess just this Mundo too? It's pretty big. Folks we made today are beasts, but some of us got limited yesterday, and we're just potatoes. You range from plat to GM? Yeah. I mean, technically, I think Dire or Duel is technically is Challenger, right? On in EUNE. I'm gonna go make sure. But let me DULE. I think that's it. No, I found his NA account. Whatever. I'm pretty sure he's Challenger UNA. But yeah. But most people are around Masters. But yeah, there were some people lower as well. So it's a nice distribution, I think. But yeah, all right. Rising Tide. Still has the full streak here. Yuck for everybody else. I mean, great for them. But that is really, really gross here. Joe Fish here, kind of getting beat up with this Shadow Owls line. Oh, I will say that is very likely a free Unara for our Ionia player. That will be not bad at all here. This is Shaolin, right? Yeah, it'll be Shaolin. Oh, actually, Duel ends up grabbing it here. Taco P ends up taking the Belveth here. Is playing towards the 5 Noxus. Yeah, let's do a little fly around some of these boards and get an update here on what everybody's playing. So yeah, made it to 5 Noxus. Got the Shimmer Scale Essence, so got the Gambler's Gwinsus onto the Draven. So the spot looking really nice from an itemization perspective. Would really love to hit the Scion too. You could even think about playing Belveth as your item holder here, but I do think Draven, his just ability to farm is really, really nice. So I think you can be happy with that. Yeah, Shaolin made it to the 2-star Jhin, so really, really strong board here. Adriel, well, found an MF. So we are almost 7 bilge. We pushed level 7, got the Fizz unlocked. We just need GP, which I don't know if that's in our shop or not. If it is, then we will instantly have this. Let's keep an eye on Rising Tide here, who, oh my god, where did this come from? And a Kraken plus Gunblade Draven too? We did not have this just a little bit ago, but oh my god. I mean, there's a huge power spike as well, and I really do think we can be looking at a fast 9 angle here, especially with this Kraken Gunblade now. Like, we have really good ability to play into something like a Kindred out. It's funny how close this fight is, but we are still going to pick up the win here. And Mal's stealing all Draven's kills, man. This actually sucks. If Draven got all those kills, we would actually, be a lot more stacked up, probably have the 3 gold cash there. So this is a situation where we could actually push 8 this round. We might opt to not do it. I think I would just push 8 here with the idea that I'm going to go fast 9. But you could also opt to not push 8 here so that you get more econ to play with on level 8. Like if you do truly want to roll on 8, then you could not push here. How's our lunch money doing, by the way? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 6 gold. Usually this is in, like, italics, but whatever. We should also check in on Calf. What kind of quest we got going on here? Oh, we do have Vagar here from Mirnik here, so everybody's spots coming together here. Took alternate winning and losing. Okay, we must watch this POV, actually. I mean, Rising Tide win streaking, that's great and all, but we need to win this fight. If we lose this fight, our game might be over, actually. Our game might be over if we lose this fight. It's looking really close, actually, though. I don't know if we can win. Oh, no! Hold the line. No. Oh, my God. That's disaster. If we could have won this fight, I mean, we're getting plus 280. We might have just won the game. But now the problem is you can't even abandon Ishtal when you go for this win-lose one. It's not like you're going to pivot out of it. We just have to start our win streak. Oh my god, we have to win on 4-1 and 4-3. I mean, the only way that we can do this is if we hit our 3 stars next round. Even so, this spot was looking really good, but that's how Ishtal is. One little slip, you just don't get your cash out here, and I don't know what we can even do in this spot. Like, this looks really, really, really rough now. Hopefully we can, but at best case, we're getting like a 450, like later, like mid-stage 4. It's not great. I mean, we just have to roll down this round and hit, but yeah, we might pivot off of this POV just because it's, I want to see the roll down this round though. See what else we can get. We do get the Nidalee here with the double Nico, so that's good. I mean, if we can hit Bard 3, Nico 3, which, okay, there's the Nico 3, so that's not bad. Get the Kiana out, get the Nidalee in, and then the Vi as well. And then I would roll here for Bard 3. I think you kind of must here. It's not ideal, but I think you kind of have to hit. I think you, if you don't hit, your life is going to be rough. Okay, let's watch this POV, because we really need to know if we win this fight. I would consider making Warmogs double JG here, just because we must win this fight. I guess we're confident enough. Okay, we do make the Warmogs. We do make the double JG. I love this. Yeah, I think this is perfect here. We need to win. If we lose this fight, every single time we lose a fight, we lose like multiple placements. But it's looking like we're going to win this fight. It's pretty close here, but I don't think MF can solo out the whole board. So that's going to be a dub here. But we're gonna lose. We need to lose 4-2, which is a little bit risk. I mean, we might even have to, like, solo frontline some units or something like that. Like swap our positioning around. Oh god, These do not look very good. Tons of stats is just not a very good. Oh, best. I could live with best friends, honestly. I don't love it. I mean, we don't even really need more armor and MR, but I don't think you can really take CB here. I would reroll. I don't think you can take last cannon either. Oh, Staffsmith. Staffsmith is amazing. Okay, we're back. We are back. Oh my god, and we rolled Morello Spark. What? Wait. Okay, we need to lose this fight. That's why we're scouting so aggressively here. We must lose this fight. We definitely might beat that person. Rising Tide, we will probably lose to. I think you might have to grief the fight is the problem. I think you might have to like backline Nico or something. Because if you win this fight, yeah, I think this is perfect. Yeah, remover, 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 remover. I think that was beautiful. Yep, we have to do this. We must lose this fight. If we win this fight, our game is over. Now, that is an Mbessa 2. I think you can slam. I think you could remover the Bard and just throw the damage items back on Bard to maybe save some HP here. Yeah, and he's going to start slamming here onto the Nico here. I don't think this was an overslam. I think we should still lose the fight just fine. It was actually pretty close to perfect. I think if we had slammed like 1 or 2 items onto Bard, we could have actually potentially farmed up, you know, a couple more kills. But okay, that's our loss now. Here it is. The most important round of the entire game. We have to send it here for Bard 3. We must. And honestly, I would hold that Tark because I kind of want to level here as well, just to be as strong as possible here. Gonna roll for Ori 3 as well. Wow, to just look for the 3 stars to augment the Bard. All right, let's keep going here. We're not far off Melio either, so we are just sending it here. 1 off Orianna. Keep going. This Orianna, all this Orianna does is give us more Dutes to play with on Bard. To be fair, that's not bad. Whoa! No. What are we doing? I don't know why we... Oh, we're moving Morello to Bard, maybe? And then moving one of these items up to Nidalee. Can we win this fight? We got to slam quick. We got to slam quick here. I would just throw Morello on Ori, honestly. But okay, we're going to do this. Move this up to Nidalee. I'm not... Orianna should be stronger than Nidalee 1, I'm pretty sure. But it's honestly close. This Nidalee unit's a beast. We'll see. Nico's holding the line. Okay, good Bard ult. I think we're out. Okay, we made it out. We made it out, actually. 280 stack cash out. 35 HP here. The problem is we still need to go even further beyond here. A 450 is not really going to be enough to put us in a spot to win the game, but we also might have to take it just because we are not that healthy. All right, Damasio board has made it to just made it to Galio here, it looks like. That's why we're fielding 8s, I think. Oh no, it's still only 11 out of... Oh no, it's 12 out of 12. Okay. That's nice. Has a Taric to his main tank. Everything being 1-star is a little bit awkward, actually, though. Really didn't hit that hard. This Bilgewater board, very healthy. Still hasn't really made it to 7 Bilge. Opted just not to play it, I think. Yeah, we could have played 7 Bilge here, but is instead opting just play Strongest board because we're on a little bit of a win streak here. This Ionia board did make it to the great items here and just is leaving Mundo as a solid frontliner here. Gets the set unlocked here. Oh, wait, let's check this here. I mean... You can reroll 15 times. You might be able to reroll 15 times in this round. It's a little sketch. It will get to a 500 cash here. What did we opted not to cash out. Yeah, you can definitely reroll 15 times here. Actually, we had way more gold than I thought. I think you're gonna have to give up on the Vi 3, which is fine. And we are just sitting on 6 rolling. Ideally, normally these rolls are on a little bit higher of a level, but I mean, we got to do what you got to do here. So okay. Keep our eye on Calf here just because this spot is so hyped to watch here. Belvet 2. Oh my god. So this is the enemy board that was earlier playing around the Draven, but managed to find a Belvet 2 on the roll down, and so is going to be able to play around that, which is looking pretty scary here. Nico doing good. Well, actually though, Nico holding the line. Oh my god, every fight that we win here is huge for Calf. This is, oh my god, this is so good. Also Duel here. I didn't even check, but Duel is actually getting very, very low here. The set can solo out a lot, but probably not everything. And yeah, is going to lose to this very strong Vanguard now. Deathcap, Shojin, Hextech, Gunblade. All right, let's see our next. So we have Brock now. We do opt to just take the 500 cash here, get the triple full item anvil, which is really nice for us here. So yeah, said that we cannot continue trying to go for a higher cash out. Obviously, 500 is a very, very solid cash out. And you don't feel bad about taking this by any means here. You need to take some Brock items and some Nidalee items here. So gonna opt to, oh, Declaw, interesting. And then we're gonna move Spark over somewhere else. I would be looking really hard at these Brock items here, just because if we do this, we're going to end up in a spot where we just have no Brock items, and we just took a 4th tank item, which I don't really like. I guess you can Spark the Nidalee is the thing, and she is kind of like invincible, but we're going down a route here where we might actually have 0 items onto Brock here. We also could have leveled for Brock. We could have leveled for Brock here and gotten him on this board. Opted to just save the econ here, and we'll see if we get punished for that. I think we might be fine here. There is a big settled. Bard. Oh my god, we just barely went in. Duel just cannot pick up a fight win here. This is really, really rough. To be fair, check this out. 3-3's late game specialist is going to be able to go 9 here. The question is, can we cap high enough on 9 to survive? Because 1 life is 1 life here. Does actually, oh, let's look at this now. Does push to 9 this round here, just to have all the gold this round. Can also use this to unlock anything if we want to. Are we unlocking anything? Targon, Demacia, Ionia, Yordle. We're unlocking Rise here. Wait a second. This is going to get kind of woke here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can do with Rise on this board here if we play towards him. Okay. I mean, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see where this goes. Shocked it was an IE to beat. Yeah, I definitely would have angled at least IE here. Rise 2! Rise pair! Hello? Okay. Holding on to Lux for now. What? Rise 2 already? And the 2-star on the Garen. We got to move items over to the Rise here for sure. I don't know if you even want to make Lux 2 here. I think you have to get out of some of these Demacians, right? There's no need for us to be playing this Xin Zhao at this. Oh, but he's Ionia. We have to play Xin Zhao, actually. So we have to get out of something, though. I mean, maybe you're going to have to get out of this for just a Shyvana for our dude. I mean, ideally, we want to get to Shurima, but that's a ways away from here. So we'll see if we can make it. Random Nashers is our last item here. A little bit awkward, right? No 3 tank items. We have 3 items onto Rise, but this random stranded Nashers on Lux. We really need to make it to Carousel here. We'll see if we can make it this far. I mean, to be fair, a Rise 2 with a Galio on this board should be quite strong. The question is it strong enough that we will never lose another fight? And I mean, so far it's looking good. Take a big win against Shaolin here. Seraphine, sometimes you see people play into these lines. Could be something that we can think about. Because honestly, as far as Demacians go, honestly, I mean, I think Lux can come out. You probably do want to play Xin Zhao just to keep that in. So maybe it's just cut Lux, honestly. I could see that. No AP items for damage on Rise. Yeah, he's a pretty low damage Rise. We're going to need to come up with a duo carry here, which maybe will be the Renekton. We will see here. Continuing to roll. Oh, what did we just cut there for that? We have Teemo on the board for a second. I don't think we're really reaching our strongest board at this point. We're kind of... we cut the Azir. Oh, it was the Azir that we cut. But now we can't actually farm a Renekton. Oh, my God. I mean, I know you wanted to hold on to the Galio pair here, but now we're in this really awkward spot. And we could die. We're fielding 2 cannons on 9. I know you wanted max gold here, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can keep the Azir on the board for a little while longer. Farm that Renekton especially, and then get get Shurima in for Rise would be the dream here. All right, let's see if Rise can clear out this board here. Like you said, doesn't have a lot of damage, but at least we have kind of like the set duo carry. And he is honestly a lot of utility here. Also, look what happened to this lobby HP. 4 HP, 6 HP, 6 HP, 8 HP. Oh my god, it got really close all of a sudden. Okay, Lucian Senate is a great +1 on this board. I'm happy with that. Like I said, we still have this Lux on the board. I mean, Arcanist for the board is quite nice. Let's take a quick peek around some of these other boards. So Rising Tide also made it to 9. Is just not able to cap that highly. This guy going for some 3 stars, but it's going to take us a while to get there. And they're unlocks. I mean, what are you going to go for? Oh, and Ops actually is deciding just to push 9 here, saying I don't have time to go for my 3-star 4 cost here. Makes a lot of sense here. Nasus on this board. All right, let's watch Duel here, just because I feel like, oh, I mean, somebody is going to die this round. Duel versus Rising Tide here. I think my money is on Duel, but we will see here. That is a Fiddlesticks 2 actually on the side of Rising Tide here, and he gets a big ult off walking into backline here. Well, actually, maybe Rising Tide's board's got some sauce to it. Kindred doing good work here. The thing is, our Garen is so tanky, and our Rise is just, oh my god. No, it's just too tanky, man. Rising Tide is going to go down. Shaolin is going to go down as well. So 2 eliminations. First 2 eliminated players, Shaolin and Rising Tide. Let me enter their scores into the score sheet. So Shaolin gets 2 points, and Rising Tide gets 1. Oh, close game for everybody, man. I don't feel like anybody, had... I feel like everybody ended up capping quite high this game. Oh, yeah, another death cap from Mirnik here. Just 1 million death caps. Holy. Didn't hit a real 4-2 econ, was forced to roll in 4-3, already 6 Wukongs out of pool. Sag. Man, that's a rough spot. But all good. It's checkmate. You got infinite time to come back. Let's check out on some of our other low players here. Mirnik here, playing this board pretty far from our 3-star Yordles. We've talked about this before as like this is the way to truly cap out this board, is hit your 3-star Yordles. Definitely should keep Teemo on the board for long shot, right? We are missing out on a trait now. Can just put it in over the Lulu, right? But I think they're forgetting. We're going Kai Watanabe mode. Remember yesterday when Kai was talking about how he didn't know if Teemo was an actual unit in this set? And I think Mirnik is taking a page out of Kai's book and forgetting that Teemo is in the set. Let's see if we can survive this fight, though. Fizz, really good positioning, jumps right onto the Kindred. Oh my god, just absolutely deletes the Callista there. So that is another win for Mirnik. Surely, I don't think we can lose this fight. The Gunblade on the Veigar, man. Let's check these death caps. 98 AP, 39 AP here, 48, 66. Oh my god. Joefish goes down here. Duel wins another fight here, so Joefish in 6th. That is another placement there that we are aggregating into our score sheet here. Let's check out what else we got going on. Tacopi. So Tacopi had that really interesting Noxus opener, ended up playing Ornn, which is such a cool way to use the Mogul's Mail for the extra Ornn HP, or it's on Blacksmith, right? Yeah, the extra Ornn HP. So now, look at this. 8,400 HP Ornn here, still playing around the Belveth, playing a 4 Noxus board. We have a Bolívar 2 on the board as well. This board is really kind of coming together. We just need a little bit more oomph to the board, I feel like. We just need like a last kind of like really strong unit to cap out here. This is going to be Tacopi versus Mirnik. One of these players is going to die here. One will be top 4 after this. One will very likely be bot 4. We will see who it is here. Our Mel is doing a lot of work here. Plus, okay, I think the Ornn might be tanky enough that he can... Oh, I mean, the Ornn goes down. No. The Veigar does too much. Tacopi down here. Duel wins again, by the way. Look at this. 5 streak for Duel here, and a 5th for Tacopi. Not a bad start on a checkmate day. You know, not what you would have wanted, but all good. Yeah, 4 death caps with this augment. Actually insane. Yeah, I didn't check this one either. 16. This is the one we just got off carousel here. But yes, this is the true deadlier caps dream here. And this one, man, 109 AP on this death cap. This Veigar has 400 AP, and we're level 9, capping out quite high. We will see, though, if we can get out capped by someone like Duel, right? Duel's still very strong here. Has still this 6 Demacia setup. I feel like we need to get to something better on this board. I feel like we need to start pivoting out of these Demacians. I guess the easiest thing is just Shiv over Poppy, and then it makes the traits look nice, and you get a better unit in, so we'll see. Did find a Galio, too, which is really big here. Oh, wait, that's level 8 here for Calf, just barely pushing on 8 here. Did manage to find the Barak 2 here, and found the 3-star on the Milio here, so our board is quite capped as well. Who is going to win this game, man? I feel like everybody's boards are getting so capped, and we made it to Brock item somehow. I don't know how, but we managed to get the IEBT Evan Stroud, you know, not Brock's best item, but an item. It works. Let's look at one of our 1 HP players, though. Let's watch Duel here. Duel versus Mirnik. All right, will Duel continue just eliminating everybody here, or is Mirnik's Yordle board strong enough to just get through this rise? The big hesitation for Mirnik, I feel like, has to be we don't have that much frontline. Like, look at this giant rise, or this giant Garen versus everything else. We just have to pray that this Fizz doesn't end up killing the Rise. Can the Rise survive? The Fizz is going to jump away in a second. He does, but the ult is coming from the Veigar. Another Rise ult. The Garen is just too tanky, and Mirnik drops down in 4th. Oh my god, that was a close fight. It's slightly different positioning. I think if Fizz had started on the Rise, we would have lost that fight. Oh my god here. Going for not really some 3 stars from Calf. I mean, only 4 Nidalee is not really that big. Adriel fighting Duel here. I don't know if this is Ghost or real. Adriel also ended up capping into a really nice Bilge Water board. We didn't really watch this POV very much, but made it to the Thomas Kench 2-star. Got just the 1 really Bilge item, the 1/7 Bilge item, and then the Captain's Brew here for the Twisted Fate. But yeah, the spot ends up looking quite nice here. We are fighting Clone here. Ooh, I think this might be the end for Duel here. I mean, our board's capped, but is it capped enough to beat a Brock 2? I do not know about that. We'll see here. Plus the Nidalee, everything 3-starred. I mean, Rise is a great unit, but It's actually the Garen is tanking so long. We might actually be able to beat this board. I think we... Oh my god, it's close, but yeah, we can. So Duel wins another fight. Calf drops here. Adriel also wins against the clone here. So now everybody's one life. Everybody can actually die here. And Duel just on a 7 streak on this board. Just on a heater. Just Rise farming everybody. I mean, no damage item Rise. Still 1,300, 1,400 damage. I mean, he is just a beast with this setup. Okay, we will see here. Adriel fighting Calf. Calf fighting Adriel here, so I think that's the real one. And then I think Duel is fighting Adriel's Ghost here, it looks like here. So let's watch the real fight to see, because we have a guaranteed elimination in that fight here. Let's watch from this board's POV, because it looks, it's more fun, honestly. All right, gonna travel over here. The Bilgewater versus the very, very capped Ishtal here. My money's got to be on Ishtal, but we'll see. The Bilgewater board has everything upgraded, has the Bilgewater items. Brock is actually going pretty low pretty quick. Finally gets a cast off, but is dead already. Wait a second. The Bilge board? Oh, the Nico's still living? No, it's not enough. Adriel is going to drop down here. Now let's take a pick at Duel real quick. Duel winning another fight. So a third for Adriel. And Duel looking like he might be able to just clean up this game. I mean, Calf still has the ability to go for the 3-star 4 cost. But last I recall, it's pretty far away, right? We need to hit a lot of Nidalees on the way to actually pick this up. So we will see. Let's look at Calf's POV. See how many Nidalees. Actually, I can just click into the bench here and see. But look how much gold we have. Oh my god, we got to send it. Click anything, click anything. We have to roll. We have 80 gold. So many rerolls. I feel like maybe we should have rolled a little bit the round before this, man. It's going to be a little bit too hard to roll all this gold. And why are we making Vi 2? Just send it. I don't need Vi 3. Go, 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 go. We only have 14 seconds. Oh my god, I feel like we wasted so much time, right? I think we have enough gold to actually hit our 3 stars, but we way overestimated how much time we have. I think we should have been rolling last round here, because now, if we lose to Duel, we are dead. I mean, very likely, unless we get 1-0'd here, right? Let's see. What can the Brock do? The Nidalee here is on the same side as the Garen, which I don't think you actually really want, but at least the Nico is tanking for the Brock here. Brock is surviving, gets a big ult off, a lot of damage. This Garen is still holding the line, though. Oh, I mean, the Nidalee, the Brock are doing a lot of damage. Wait, this fight's really... Wait. Oh my god, no, I think the Garen's big enough. I think... Wait, if you could... Wait, it is, how much HP are we at? Oh, we healed 2 from 5 Ishtal, so we're alive for one more fight. Okay, go now. We gotta roll now. Oh my god, one more round. Okay, Skarner. Okay, we need four of each. We have 4 of each. Can we roll? No, we skipped a Skarner. We're rolling too fast. We gotta find the units. A Nidalee, a Skarner. 13 seconds. Go. We picked up, stop picking up the orbs. Keep rolling. Where are the units? Wait, we're actually getting more dogged. We haven't seen a single Nidalee and Skarner for like 20 shops. Oh my god. Okay, but we can still win, right? That last fight was insanely close here. Let's see what happens. The Nidalee going off here, the Nico tanking up here, the Brock, big ult. His Rise board has been winning a lot of these fights. The Nidalee's on back line. The Brock's holding the line. The Nico, wait, we're gonna win anyway? Oh, there's no justice. There's actually no justice. Holy. All right. So, oh my god. It's actually so funny that is the end of it. Oh my god. All right. Well, that was quite an end to our first game here. I will tell people, Alan, we can take short break between games if people need to, but you can go into next one if ready. Okay. Holy, that roll down was a nightmare. That was so, oh my god. I mean, there's no justice actually. I was waiting for the justice there, but that's how it is in TFT sometimes. You still end up dying. That is just a crazy end to the game, though. That's hilarious. All right, so Shaolin is making the next game, and we are waiting on to it. So let's take a look at the score sheet. So Calf ended up winning that game, and Duel went second place. All right, let me look at this just to make sure I'm not completely trolling. So yeah, this is the final lobby standings. No mistakes? Bog. All right. We love to see it. So this was our final lobby screenshot while we wait for Shaolin to make the next game, and for case people need to take a water break. I actually need to take a water break. An insane performance of Cap, the people's champion, Mason. I mean, you know what? It's good to be confident. That game was a roller coaster, man. Actually, oh my god, the losing out on the win-lose Ishtal cash out into then cashing it later, just barely. The Rod, the Staffsmith augment being so huge. I mean, yeah, that game was just nuts here. The Rise board also, yeah, you're right that you can't cut Jinka's Ionia, can't cut Poppy because you lose Yordle. So I guess the only thing you cut is Lux, but then you lose out on an AP item holder and you lose out on Arcanist. It's actually a tough board to fit that's a very tough board to fit everything on. Yeah, wow. Well, just goes to show it do be hard. It do be hard to cap some of these lobbies. But yeah, actually, you're right. You can't drop you don't want to drop Yordle on the board at all for Rise. So maybe that just has to be it. Sag. All right, I'm gonna go take a quick water break here. Oh, they actually got in a game, so let me hit the spectate. I'm gonna go grab some water, and I will be right back once the game starts. All right, game number 2. So this is a 20-point this is 20-point checkmate. So obviously no one can go into check after this game, but a lot of people can get close, right? If you start off with something like a first, it is very easy then to get into check the game after that. Just need a top 5. So we will keep an eye on the people who have scored the best so far. And yeah, I can highlight the people who are in check once we get there, just so that we know for sure who's in check, and everyone can keep tabs on them. But yeah, that was a crazy game. All right, Kog'Maw here. Early Void, Leeching Nucleus, pretty good. And then Royal Husk, decent enough after the buffs. So we can look at that here. Yeah, let's just sit on Calf's POV Calf, the people's champ. Check our Ionia here. It is Path of Blades, not my favorite. Check our Void here. Spitter Spines, Iron Karapachi. Ooh, this is also a Viego pair here. Never feel bad about having Viegos. This guy is just a monster these days, especially with just being able to play uncontested Shadow Owls. It's just so nice to just have an uncontested 4-cost line while everybody else is sitting here trying to like roll down for all their contested stuff. I get to play Shadow Owls and Bing chilling as it were. So yeah, looking good. I'm trying to pull the score sheet over so I can see everybody's scores and also my OBS. It's a whole, we're running a pretty advanced production going on right now. But yeah, all right. We are chilling out here, waiting for first augment, see what we can do here. So yeah, once again, Calf Duel, Adriel, Mirnik, the performingest players last game. Now, if you did bot 4 last game, no harm, no foul. It is checkmate. You can always just boom, 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 win, 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 and you are through from almost any spot. So no need to, oh my God, wait. Our items aren't amazing for it, but I'm pretty sure with 5 Viegos, you must click the Ruin King here. And you can just slam Morello here. 6 Viegos, 2-1. Calf, the people's champ. I mean, this spot looks insane. The only thing is our items are not, you know, they're not perfect for Viego. But you can certainly make it work. Oh my God. This spot looks gross. We could even make 10 here if we want to. We'd have to, you know, sell off a lot of our other stuff here. But I don't even hate making 10. All right, what else we got going? Ooh, double Spirit of Redemption, Giga Rumble here. Just need a little bit of backline to back it up. Takobi here, Stars Are Born. Ooh, what are we buying here? We have a lot of options if we wanted to get any of these. Looks like we're gonna hold the line. Looks like we did use our 2-star already on the Shen. I've seen a lot of people play this into T-Hex this patch, but our items don't really suggest that we're playing T-Hex, so we'll see. Aura Farm. Oh no, I can't zoom in on it. It's the Aura Farming Morello Annie, the classic, the one miss. For some reason, they can give you Morello. I mean, I know the reason, because she's technically a magic caster. This is technically a tailored item for Annie, but Morello Annie off Aura Farming, man. Oh my god. Well, all good, all good. We will just low-key be down an item later. I'm really curious to see what Takobi ends up cashing out here. Adriel, oh my god, finds a Nico too. Do you ever play like some kind of like reroll, you know, Nico type thing? I don't think you have the econ to do it is really the problem. Ooh, speaking of reroll, too much value here. Huge pick for Joefish. This augment is so broken. I mean, it's just insane. You get to take this, get a very easy Bard, Nico, everything 3. I mean, basically, we saw Prismatic Ticket last game. This is Prismatic Ticket, but, you know, not quite as good. Shaolin here with the Infinity Protection, very likely to play into a solid Slayer's line here, so nothing wrong with that. I mean, just a very generically strong augment. Obviously, we're going to be weak in the early game, but you get so much power late game that you don't feel bad about taking that whatsoever. All right, going to be a dub here for Joefish here. Kind of interesting, because usually you don't think of this augment as a win streak augment. You think, well, you just play a bunch of random 2 costs on your board and lose. But we're actually winning here, which, I mean, never bad, right? To buy yourself some more time. Imagine we will roll this round and unlock the Bard, but we will, we'll see. I would just, you know, easily default this into play Bard, into play this Ishtal comp. I mean, the dream is that you find Emilio here. I guess you could hold on to that low risk here, but continue cogs, good. Yep, continue roll. Buy 2, okay. I mean, it spikes your board. Kiana 2. One more roll for Bard. Boom, there he is. All right. Let's check out some other POVs. Duel here with the 2-trick win streak with the Nico 2. So 2 Nico 2s in this lobby already, which is kind of funny. Pretty good Void board and pretty good Void mods. So thinking we might end up angling towards Void. Goes the early level 5 here as well for Defender. Just wants to be as strong as possible. And will surely end up beating Joefish. Well, I would think so. Even with the 2-star Vi, I don't think that is really quite enough to end up winning this fight. But we'll see. I mean, Vi is a beast. I think the CC from Choke. I mean, Vi is actually getting really good AoE off here. Decent Caitlyn ult here. It's actually really close. It's a big Vi ult. Wait, I don't know, actually. The healing from the leeching nucleus. Good Kate ult will kill. Oh my god, it's coming down the wire. I think Cog's got it. I think so. As long as Ori doesn't cast, he does. That was a very close fight. 1,000,000% a level diff, by the way. So shout out to Duel for doing that early level here. We certainly would have lost the fight without that. So nice stuff there. Okay. So let's just do a quick fly around of the lobby. So we have this big Nico here. Adriel and Duel both 100 streaking here. Joefish here has these upgraded units, but is going to be playing towards Ishtal here. Spirit Visage slammed here on the Stars Are Born board to play into a Bilgewater setup. Maybe Takopi really likes Bilge, just because we already... we had the Shen 2. Now that we have the Bilge unlocked, we can play towards that, and it's very, very nice. Finny Protection, Evan Stroud slammed here. Still doing well for Calf's spot here. Does get the bow to make into Titans, which is really, really nice here. Gets the Aphelios too. I don't think I'm going to spend all that gold on that, but I don't know. You could, I guess. Aura Farming board is just going to be a little bit weak for a while. Does pick up the upgraded... Wow, we have the upgraded Warden frontline if we wanted here. Kind of wild, and just has these AP items that we're sitting on. Takes the belt for maybe Nashers, but we'll see here. Oh, and then I didn't see Rising Tide spot. Bodyguard training hasn't fielded Void yet, so it looks like we are just thinking of playing Bodyguard training into like a Jug Slayers setup here and just having a very tanky board there. Also unlocked Bard, so you can see we are very, very broke here, but the upside is we are going to have those rerolls to work with. I don't know if you can do this, though. Aren't we going to be so broke the whole game? With spending all this gold on a Bard unlock? Yeah, I don't think you can do this. We'll see how it works out, but I'm not high on this. Duel and Adriel, the two streakers fighting. Adriel still level 4, but look how tanky our board is. I mean, can the Aphelios plus the Nico just last long enough? I think the answer is yes. This Nico is insanely tanky here. The Aphelios in the back line, and the Adriel Giga Chad wins the fight on level 4 here. So Duel takes a loss, and we only have one person 100 streaking left. There's also a Taric in that shop there. Wait, also Duel natural to Belveth. Hey! I mean, I thought this was going to be us playing into like a Kaisa Void game. Might just be a 6 Void game. Might still just end up pivoting into Slayers here. Let's check out Adriel, see if we can finish off this 5 streak here. Definitely, if we fight some of these weaker players, we can pick the win up. We'll see for everybody else here. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a little scary, but I mean, aura farming should be an easy dub here. Yep, easy 5 streak achieved. What are we pinging here? Oh, we're pinging the early Belveth. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's not bad. I would not feel bad about it. All right, let's make sure that Adriel is able to achieve this streak here. But I do think the Caitlyn is slowly going to burn down backliners. Yeah, look at that huge ult there. The Aphelios doing good work as well. So it's a pretty easy dub and an easy 5 streak for Adriel. Once again, like we said, hasn't spent any golden leveling yet. You know, we haven't we haven't gone to level 5, which is really nice from a greediness perspective. Get to hold on to all this stuff. Looks like we were also holding on to Demacians here with the idea of potentially playing this into a Demacia game. Only problem with that is that we have 0 Jarvans and only 1 Sona, so we're quite far from potentially being able to play Demacia. So I don't know if this is really... if this really can be our game plan here. Another ping going out here on top of the Velvet. I'm just like, dude, yeah, okay, sorry, I'm a high roller. It's not my fault. I mean, it happens sometimes. Somebody's got a high roll. But, I mean, Adriel here looking pretty high rolling. Has a strong board here. We just got to figure out what we are playing into. The Ionia was, Path of Blades is not great. Might be one of those situations where you gotta play it though. I mean, I don't know what else you would. Sunfire seems like a very reasonable slam onto this very, very tanky unit. So we will see. All right, we have Caitlyn too. Not bad. She can hold on to some items. We have the IE. Oh wait, we have IE as well here. So I mean, yeah, I mean our items are actually playing it very nicely into Ionia. IE Sunfire. Oh, we're looking to unlock. Oh, it's going to be a T-Hex game. Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, we have the K2 already. We have the IE at this point. We have no Econ Augment is the only thing for T-Hex. We have a win streak, though, so hopefully we can hold that together. Oh my god, Mirnik wins? All right. Well, it's good to know that that there's fans out there. All right, let's see what Nico can do here. You're going to pick up, I mean, another easy dub here against Shaolin. So the 100 streak is protected at this point. Really curious to see what augments come out here. Oh, yeah, Viego player, not quite at Viego 3. Just not really actually rolling very deep here. Could have rolled down to something like 40 or 30 gold here and opted to just instead make as much gold as possible and say, the Viego will come with time. Really, if you're Adriel here, I think you need Econ. You need to be able to reach T-Hex. And right now, I'm not that confident that we can. Worst case, I would roll Plot Armor, and worst case, take Pyromaniac here. You can be happy with it. You know, it's not everything. Oh, no Econ, 0 Econ. So we got to keep up our streak then. We'll see what we can do here. We already have the IE slammed. So it's a little sketchy, but yeah, we do just have to take the red buff here. Makes sense. Mirnik the best goated? Wow. Go Mirnik. Oh my god. The Mirnik fans coming out. All right. And Mirnik, wait, this is actually a pretty sick spot. So had the aura farming Annie, which is hilarious that we have Morello aura farming Annie. So unfortunately, got a little bit more dog there. But the Golemify here, Golemify hits the RE2 to hold on to the AP items, has the Annie coming eventually. I mean, if we could get to a Nashor's Tooth, we can make it to Annie with Golemify frontline. We're going to cap very, very high. So Mirnik fans are going to be pleased this game, I think. Whoa, wait. I'm also seeing something kind of crazy on the enemy side here. Longshot Gunslinger Belveth here off of the spreading roots here. We'll see what this ends up capping into. Longshot, obviously very easy to cap into. Gunslinger normally playing that into Warwick, but I think we might just end up giving up on the Gunslinger. But we will see here. Let's check in with some other players. Vigo 3 has been achieved here by Calf pretty quickly without spending a lot of gold, and has a Braum already, huh? This is amazing. We're making 50, and we have this, and we have the Braum, 42 souls. This spot looks amazing as well. We have 2 people 100 streaking. Who has a bad spot this game? I mean, Shaolin's taking a lot of damage, but will cap higher later. Has the double GS off an indiscriminate killer. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Rising Tide here, going to be one of those players who I think might just get outpaced. If there's somebody who my money is not necessarily on, it might be Rising Tide here. Great items, but the problem is we're no Econ Augment, no Streak. We really need like if we get like a reinforcement 4-2, we would be back. But we must, right? We need a fourth or a third augment econ, or else I feel like we are just going to be completely broke. Also, we are getting we are getting the classic Riot Games matchmaking here. We have 2 people 100 streaking, so we will we'll see where that goes. But it's a little, yeah. I mean, maybe someday they'll figure it out. That is an MF on Carousel. We have a Bilge player, right? Who's playing Bilge again? It is Takopi. I don't know. I mean, unless nobody wants it, Takopi might be able to grab that MF for free. Oh my god, is it going to get pulled? It is going to get yoinked. Oh no, my Adriel. Takopi's so mad. And so we will just take the bow on the Lux. Oh, isn't that the worst when it gets all the way and it's you and you're just on the wrong side for it? Adriel, not only do we deny this, but we would just wanted to take this anyway. We get to take the tier so that we can make Bull Buff for the T-Hex. And we also get to pick up MF for the Gunslinger for T-Hex. So not just a grief, also, you know, just playing good TFT. So it makes a lot of sense here. Joefish here ended up taking Pandora's Bench as an extra augment here. We haven't actually checked in on the Ishtal quest because, yeah, we're actually still pretty far away. Only 9 out of 16 this round and can't even really afford to roll much deeper here. I don't know that I really love Pandora's in this comp just because it's a little... It doesn't actually reroll, you know? You have to hold all this gold sitting on bench for these Pandora units. I'd much rather something that just gives us gold to roll with so that we can use that gold and turn it into Ishtal rewards. Because the thing is, you know, 3-starring units using Pandora's will never fuel your Ishtal. So yeah, Joefish here, great first augment. But I am a little bit afraid about this spot because we're never going to get to like a huge Ishtal cash out this game. We're actually just going to be kind of stuck here for a while in Ishtal little cash out jail. I mean, it's still a while. I mean, we're probably getting this next round, I hope. But it's not that close. We are going to have to spend a decent amount of gold to actually achieve this here. So must roll down here, 1 off the Bard. Crazy thing about this is if we don't hit Bard in these next few rolls, then we're going to have to roll somebody besides Bard, which would just be the Vi 2, I think, at this point. Hold on to Nico as well. Kind of forced to roll here. We're at 16, but what will you do? We're going to roll the Ori pair here, so just say we're going to give up on Oriana, stay on for Vi. Okay, I could see this. At least you get to just, you know, still go for 3, right? You get to go for the Nico, the Ori, or the Nico, the Vi, and the Bard, and the Milio as well, I guess. All right. Rotate into this Bilgewater board. Still pretty strong with the double Spirit. Wait, so it's another player with double Spirit Visage augment. This is hilarious. So 2 double Spirit Visages in this lobby here. So it'll be fun to see how this caps out. We are going to take a loss here, which is getting crazy. And we are going to opt to roll the Vi as well. So we are saying, you know what? I don't have odds that I can actually hit the Vi. I'm just going to go for the most important stuff, the Bard and the Nico. And I'm just going to take my guys and get out. Shaolin losing a lot here, but is about to get his kind of cash out of his own here. I guess you take the reroll shop 11 times, but yeah, I mean, it's 90, not bad. Shaolin, though, does have that Infinity Force here now, does have the double GSs, has 73 gold to potentially roll here. How many way contested are we in this line here? This person is going to hold on to Belveth is the thing. And then Rising Tide as well. So like a 2.5 way contest on this Slayers comp. We will see if that is enough. Like if we have enough to get there, because we kind of have to go now. The problem is we're not that rich either, because we didn't take an econ augment, but I guess, yeah, we're going to sack one more. All right, Joefish here does hit the Bard 3 this round, is going to get to our amount of rolls that we need, so that should be fine. Still really far from Nico. Don't even have 2 Nico 2s fielded. Okay, could do it this round, but we'd have to drop out of something really, really good. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, this is desperate. This is really desperate. Let's check out some other people. Takopi here on level 8, making 30 here. 8 streak here off the Stars Are Born econ here. Doesn't actually have 7 Bilgewater in here. Has the Fizz, but has not found a Misfortune yet. And it's interesting. We haven't actually rolled super, super deep here. Kind of looking like we're just confident in the strength of our board, and we're hoping that we can just maintain streak and not even have to play 7 Bilge for now. We'll see what happens. We are up against Mirnik here with this... this Ari about to get the Aura farming Annie onto the board, which will be big. Really still need to find Nasher's Tooth if you're Mirnik, but we'll see. I think we're still... No, we actually burned one of the components, so it's going to have to end up being like Adaptive Helm as our other item here. Shaolin takes another loss here. A lot of stuff going on here. So let's see some augments here. Let's see what Calf's next quest is. Let's see Shaolin potentially roll down here. Shaolin takes Pandora's. I don't know about this. Oh wait, no, it's this board here. Kill 20 enemies and hope you can win. GG's. Shaolin here rolling down, trying to pick up the board. Find some stuff. Still, okay, there's the Ambessa. Nice. Okay, so we have like everything 1-starred, and we do have the Fiddlesticks here. Okay, we find Swain too. We just need our 2-star backliners now, and then we'll actually be in a pretty good spot here. Take our items. We need to make as many items as possible this round is the thing. You cannot just wait around and hope to try to get BIS here. We have our util made here. I would... like, this is the thing, though. Like, we need to slam some stuff. Didn't get offered 4-2 econ. Uh-oh. I mean, you got a lot of gold. Well, you have like no golds, but you got some upgrades here. We'll see if we can hold the line here. Fiddlesticks doing good work. I mean, the board's not bad for now. We're just gonna need to find some other stuff later. Fighting malicious monetization here off of a 2-star low risk here, and oh my god, I think we're gonna take... Oh, this fight's close, but that next Kaisa cast must clear us. Yeah, and the Swain always feels bad when the Swain is your last unit to die. Rising Tide takes a loss here as well. Looking like both the Slayer players just not having a great run of it, contesting each other. Rising Tide also not that rich. Triple combat here. These are really nice combats, to be fair. Bodyguard training Spirit Link is insane synergy, but will it be enough to make it out if we can't find our upgrades here? Mirnik here made it to that Annie, and so is now playing around the Annie. Has Gunblade JG Void Staff here, and this Morello just sitting on the Ari here, and looking, yeah, to play a 6 Arcanist board with the idea, why not? We have the extra frontline from Golemify here. We have the, enough frontline from the Bear here, so we might as well just play 6 Arcanist Annie. Now, the only thing that you really need to worry about here is we're still no mana item Annie. This Annie is going to take years to cast. I mean, look at her. Look at her. Well, I mean, are we going to cast like 16 seconds into the fight or something? All of the units are almost dead by the time, and boom, there is our first Annie cast of the entire fight. So we are, though, able to win the fight because our board just lasts so long, right? The Bear just lasts forever. The Golem lasts forever. Shaolin goes down here. Rest in peace. Yeah, rough fights, but hey, there is always time to come back in these tourneys because it's checkmate. All right, Mirnik needs either a bow or a tier really, really badly here. I would just take the 5-cost tier and make adaptive. I think this makes a lot of sense. And then, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mind going back and getting the bow later. But the nice thing about adaptive is it's solid mana, and it is also going to leave the belts open for a good Tibbers item down the line. So like this from Mirnik, I think it's a really, really big upgrade in terms of like board strength, just getting that mana item onto the Annie. Our only question now is, can we make it to level 9? There's a Shyvana. Wow. You can just throw this in over Bruiser for sure. It's an amazing pickup, actually. And the question also is, what are we going to move? I guess you're going to move Void Staff. I don't love it because Void Staff Annie is really, really nice, but I think you might have to. We'll see where we move stuff around. We might actually not even move the adaptive onto the Annie this round, but I think you certainly should. Won a random round on 2-3 and was down like 30 gold for the rest of the game. Sag. All right, we do end up playing the Shiv here. Still playing our 6 Arcanist. Did not make the adaptive slam yet here. This is a little scary. We're going to end up having to make the slam onto the bear. No, we're actually going to put it onto Ari this round. Okay. I think you should just throw it onto the bear for now. You can always bench Annie and then pop off the bear's items as a free remover as well, which is pretty cool. And it's also, I mean, a 2-star 5 cost-ish onto your board. But once again, running into this issue where Viego was almost killed our board before Annie cast. The upside, the bear is still tanky. Can the bear tank long enough for Annie to win? I think the answer is no. Yeah, it's just a big loss. Is Shiv 1 really better than having Bruiser in? Guess it's percent damage reduction for your team versus flat HP. Yeah, I mean, the damage reduction is way better. I mean, if you think about it, like making your board kind of like 8% more tankier, like think about that in the context of something like a bear. That's like almost 3,000 HP. 8% of that is like almost 300 HP versus Bruiser's is 150 HP for your team. And this is where the tankiness is really going to matter, right? And then the DR also gets extended on things like shields, right? If you get a shield, that's also having the DR applied on top of it. So really, really nice. Now you got all game kind of group by locking Bard, Shallow, and I holding hand 7-8. All good. There is always time to come back here. We will see. Ooh, so T-Hex is unlocked for Adriel here. Was able to get a last Econ Augment in Malicious Monetization with the gold from Mining Drill. Adriel might be the world's richest person. Annie finally going to get the cast off here. Can the bear hold the line enough? Yes, I think the answer is. The bear doing insane work. Annie doing insane work. Gonna be a win here. Adriel doesn't have to worry too much, though. It's not a bad loss. And yes, Rising Tide ends up going out there. So the reverse 7-8. But all good. There's much time to come back here. Jokish here ends up finding the Nidalee finally, has the Bard. This bot looks surprisingly good for how bad it looked a few rounds ago. Last stage, I thought this bot looked kind of doomed, but we've actually managed to salvage it. I also how did we even unlock the Skarner? Because we don't have a Gargoyle. We must have rolled it off of our TG, which is hilarious because that's such a big pickup for this comp here. And yeah, taking the free rolls at this point. Level 7. And we will see what we pick up here. Huge gold orb. Oh my god. That might have been a bunch of units in there. What? That was a double 5-cost gold orb that had 2 TXs in it? I don't know what to say. I don't know how to follow that. I don't even know what to tell you about that. Is such a thing possible? If I told you that such a thing happened, like, I think you would think I'm lying to you. And now we're level 9 here, already T-Hex 2, still Mining Drill every game. Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna put the first into the score sheet now. Do I even need? Do I even need to put anything like over, under? Like, is there a chance? Does anyone else in this lobby have a chance? Obviously, everybody else can at least play for second. That's the nice thing about TFT is there's always something to play for. But what are we talking about, man? Another T-Hex. We might be double T-Hex this game. Oh my god. All right, I do think we should definitely swap the blue buff over to the swap adaptive and blue buff here. Get blue buff onto the T-Hex is a big upgrade in terms of mana generation, damage in general. So I'd really like to make this swap here. To be fair, we're probably not going to lose a fight anyway. But you know what? I kind of hope we do lose a fight just to get a little bit of justice here. Mirnik did end up moving the adaptive down to the Annie and made it to the bear too. We did lose a fight. Was that against a no, that was against Duel actually, who's streaking here. So we'll take a peek at Duel's board after this. We'll see if Mirnik can live this fight, because oh my god, our front lane's just getting blown up. Annie still gets a cast off though. A lot of damage onto that Viego. This is gonna be a very, very close fight. I think Annie can clutch it out though. Maybe not. Oh my god, the power. Oh my god. The spears at the end there, last second. Oh no. I thought we could pick up that fight, but it actually is a loss in the end. Oh, rest in peace. That was so close. Just another fight where this we saw a fight like that yesterday where the insanely clutch Kalista ult ended up closing the fight out. That is nuts here. Duel. Okay, so win streaking. This is mighty scary though. If you are, somebody who's considering trying to win the lobby, which you always should be. Duel here, 50. The main issue is we're not that rich because we're strong, we're win streaking, we have the Lucian sent in for Gunslinger even. This board looks amazing. The issue is that we are probably going to lose to a giant double T-Hex board, especially, well, actually, our Bel'Veth is dodging some of the first TX ult. The second TX ult ends up hitting the Bel'Veth, though. Yeah, it's not close. Oh, my God. The thing is that I wanted to think about playing towards a Baron Nashor this game. The problem is Duel's a little bit too broke to have that happen. So we will see. We'll see if we can truly make it there. Maybe is the answer. Always, I guess. So yeah, we will see. Although I just realized, oh, I need to do my thingy, so I have my thingy. I'll figure it out. All right. Closing out this game, looking to see who our top 4 is going to be. Takopi here had a nice bilge opener and is just trying to finish capping this board out. Has the Lucian Senna. Yep, needs to get the Graves off the board here. Has double items on to the Misfortune here, so not bad. And yeah, we're going to continue to roll down. Acad Sizzowen, it's not related to TFT Academy. When somebody brought that up, I was like, yeah. Maybe we should change the name slightly. Maybe Tacticians University. I'm going to pull everybody after the tournament. All right, rolling down here. Trying to pick up something because we're 1 life, but there's just nothing. We're just going to buy as many stats as we can. Try to survive here. Oh, God. It's an extinction event, but not for the dinosaurs, for everybody else. Look at these double laser beams here. I'm pretty surprised our front line held up this long, but the problem is there is another cast coming, and that is just going to delete everything in its path here. So that is Dej for Takopi. Calf takes a loss. Joefish just a loss as well. Like, everybody is actually dropping down here. So yeah, Takopi out in 5th here. And we'll see who can finish out our top 4 here. Joefish here, low. Looking for the Nidalee 3 Dream here. We have a lot of rolls here. Rolling on 7 just to try to find them. We can push 8 at this point, and just get, yeah, I think this makes perfect sense. Level here. I don't know about the 5 Ishtal though. It's quite optimistic. I think we should just play any other good unit onto this board now. We're also so close to Brock. What are we at here? Oh my God, we took this quest? I mean, oh, well, we might see the death here of Joefish. We'll see, but I am not optimistic, especially the 5 Ishtal offers no combat strength on this board. We need to win with 1 unit surviving. That's the dream here. But yes, I think it is going to be another elimination by the T-Hexes. T-Hex will win this fight. Joefish down, Calf down. Joefish actually managed to get a top 3. I think you were very, very happy about that, because this was looking really, really sketchy here towards the end. But yeah, top 4 for Calf. 1st into 4th, very, very nice scores there. Joefish ends up taking a 3rd here, so that is 6 points, so not bad. Adriel and Duel finishing this out, and remember, Adriel went 3rd first game, Duel went 2nd first game, so we are very likely to see these players quite close to check after this game. This is a situation where they could both be check after this game, actually, with solid performances in the next game. Would need both of them a top 3. If this game goes as expected and T-Hex wins out, we will see, though. Maybe there's a chance that Duel can pull something out. Let's take a look at Duel's board, see what we can do here. Gotta make it to level 10 and find Baron Nashor 2 if we want a chance of winning. Now, we're 53 HP, so we can sack probably 3, actually, if the fights don't go too poorly. I think that's still, I mean, not really going to be enough to go to level 10, so I do think our doom may be rapidly approaching here. Maybe we can get some kind of positioning tech here, trying to have the Volibear walk up here. I will say that laser beam looks very, I mean, it actually, ends up getting kind of like pulled there. So it ends up not hitting that much, and Kaisa does run away quite nicely here. The bear does good damage. Wait a second, the bear's tanky here. One more Kaisa cast here is going to kill one of the T-Hexes. Problem is this other T-Hex is sitting here full HP. Maybe a Kaisa cast into some Bel'Veth damage? I mean, this fight's actually really close. Oh my God. The Lucians end up clutching it out. Adriel does win in the end, though. Oh my God. That was actually insanely close. I wonder if a different version of our board I mean, I don't think we can cap that much higher than this. You know, normally you can cut things like the 6 Void and play into Vertical Bruiser, but we kind of need to play the Belveth so that Belveth can hold Belveth items. So I do think this is kind of just the board that we must be stuck with. Maybe, I mean, honestly, a Lucian Senate 2 plus a Shiv 2 maybe could give us enough to win that fight. The problem is, if this TX2 arrives, then our life is going to be really bad. And Adriel is also holding on to a Lucian Senna 2, so it's going to be all the harder to pick that up. And Adriel is also holding an Ornn on board. That has to be Ornn item farmed like next round, right? And if we had any kind of acceptable Ornn item for T-Hex, then it's just over here. All right. This fight also looking a good bit worse from fight RNG perspective. Ends up lasering beam down the Belveth here. And the rockets also do some damage. So let's look at Adriel, see if we can pick up that artifact. But I mean, is it? Yeah, it looks like it's this round. So there's artifact. Oh my God. And T-Hex 2. Boom. Infinity Force. Oh no. Oh my God. 2 triple item T-Hex. I told people to not FF. But would I completely blame them if they FF'd this game? I don't think. I mean, but you know what? Always played her outs in TFT. Maybe it'll be Fawn Carousel here, and Void will bug out and we'll be able to not require level 10. Yeah, maybe the Carousel will have a 2-star Kaisa on it, and we'll send it and hit Kaisa 3 just in 2 seconds. Maybe we can hope that Adriel goes into settings to try to like lower like the game volume or something, because these T-Hexes are just too loud, and then actually hits the FF button. That is, I think, our win condition here, and I'm playing for it. That's what you got to do in TFT. 5 rolls, 6 Volibears. I've seen it happen before. Maybe T-Hex DCs. Yeah, the problem is if you DC, you still, like, it's not like you have to do anything. Like, the TX is still going to win the fight. Adriel could leave and go make a cup of coffee or something, and I think it would still be a dub here. All right. I mean, we're level 9. If you see another bear, I think you just sell board here and go for Volibear here. I mean, honestly, I would pick up the Volibear and sell board here. I mean, you're never hitting Voli 3, but you're never winning this fight with current board anyway, so you might as well try for it. Maybe there's like a 1% chance you hit Volibear 3 out of nowhere here. I think that is going to be it, though, for this game. I mean, just absolute destruction from Adriel. I mean, never in my life just got dropped a T-Hex 2 out of a gold orb. I didn't even. I mean that one's an Atmort dog, but we can definitely Atmort dog for that one. That is just unbelievable. Oh, I need to learn how to marker. I need to get good at markering, because I want to clip that. That was so insane. Marker T-Hex at 5-1. Or is actually even earlier than that. But all right, congratulations to Adriel for picking up the win here. And that's game 2, baby, in the scoreboards. All right. So for anyone who's in the tourney watching, I'll ping Shaolin again. But good to start whenever ready. But they can make the next lobby, and we can see what we got going on here. So let's take a quick peek at the scoreboard, since we are getting in there. 14 points for Adriel, 14 points for Duel, Calf 13 points. So 3 people who are in danger of reaching check, right? These are 3 people that could potentially. Also, while I'm here, let me open this app. Hopefully it doesn't do a bunch of stuff, but I have my cool new like bar up here that I created, and I want to keep the bar up there. But yeah, 3 people could be in check after this game. Need a top 3 out of Adriel and Duel and a top 2 out of Calf to reach check after this game. So something to keep in mind for all players who are playing this game is to okay, yeah, it did actually update. Man, I like how these bars look. Actually, they're very clean, very customizable. Can't do anything super fancy, but that's all I need is just a nice little progress bar here. All right. Oh, and we are already into game. Beautiful. All right, let's hop into the spectator. I'm gonna go grab something real quick while we wait for the spectator delay. So I will BRB and I will move my score sheet over here so I can keep my eyes on it. All right, be right back.
I wonder who might like to bargain for a little freedom.
All right. Game 3, baby. Game 3. All right. Tom Kench Portal is going to make this an interesting one. A lot more resources flooding into the game. So we'll see what everyone can do with it. Oh, what rank do you stop being a noob? There's two answers to this. The first answer is obviously you never stop being a noob. Literally rank 1 North America is a noob. Make some like stupid mistakes sometimes, probably. So that's the answer number 1. If you're happy with that, then go with that. Answer number 2 is like, yeah, I don't know. Like you could say, oh, you know, people in Master Tier like kind of know how to play the game, but then somebody in Grandmaster is gonna be like, these people in Master Tier know nothing. And then if you're in Grandmaster, you could say, oh, I kind of know how to play the game, and then somebody in Challenger should be like, you people in Grandmaster, you know literally nothing. You don't know how to play the game. And then if you're a Challenger, there's people who are going to say, oh my God, you're Challenger? You're not even 1K plus LP. You're like 800 LP Challenger early in the set. That's so cringe. And then you're 1K plus LP and people are like, you're not 1600 LP? You don't play this game 24/7? You don't know every single interaction, every single bug discovered via data mining? Are you literally trolling? Are you bad at the game? And so I am happy to say that everyone is a noob and no one is a noob, and it's all relative. So that's my take, personally. But to each their own. What is our Ionia? Another Path of Spirits. I feel like it's just been all Path of Spirits all the time. I mean, not bad, I guess, but all good, I guess. Ooh, a lot of gold to start this game. All right, let's see what we got here. Gold sub, gold opener, gold augment. I never hate a spreading roots. So Duel, one of those people who needs a top 3. Just needs a very solid, good performance. And so, yeah. We're just going to take a solid, strong win streak augment. Get the Xinjiao too. Making us potentially want to play into an Ionia opener. We do not actually have it yet, right? Could be Demacia opener as well, but then you got to play Demacia. GG's. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Aura farming, very, very strong this... I would just snap pick Aura farming here. I don't think your other options are that great. Slammin'. Good Void. It looks like we are going to play this into a Slayers game. Opted to take the Birthday Reunion and got a Yasuo too. So 2 people actually with upgraded Ionians off their augments, which is interesting. Savings account from Myrnik here. So just going to play a Giga Econ game. Really, really nice with the gold sub, actually. I really, really like this this combination here, where you have the extra gold from gold sub. This is going to allow you to make Econ faster. This is going to allow you to snowball your gold faster, get up to that 70 gold interest way quicker, and then you're going to cash this out really, really quickly and maybe be able to just go like Fast 9. So I like that a lot from Myrnik here. Good pickup there. Duel here, I think we saw. But another bodyguard training. These are the spots I do actually like bodyguard training. The nice thing is we have Econ from our portal. So it's actually going to be totally reasonable for us to make it to, level 8 and play for our board here. Looking like we are also playing into maybe like a Slayer's type line here. but we will see. Shaolin here. We saw a solid slam in spot. This. Two trick here. So ends up being, yeah, Demacia plus Caitlyn 2 board here for duel here. So just decent upgraded board. Did actually lose a fight because this board's not that great. Takapi with a really aggressive level and the Raining Gold here. Raining Gold I tend not to love in a portal like this because you're already getting so much econ. And Raining Gold is already a pretty mediocre econ augment. But if we can keep a streak up plus Raining Gold, it might be enough to allow us to push 9. Late game scaling. I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that maybe it's wait? Because I'm trying to see the number of people who did not take econ augments here, and it's 1, right? It's the bodyguard training. That is the only augment here, and then I guess you could kind of say birthday reunion, but that kind of is an econ augment. So it is 7 econ augments in an econ portal. People are going to be rich this game. And the question is how rich. Also, Slayers check. Rising Tide is Slayers. You might even be you might be T-Hex. You were looking quite Slayersy. What just got pinged here? I'm not sure what that was. But Rising Tide, Adriel, Calf. On the other side here, I think those 3 are Slayers. Looks like Mirnik is going to play towards T-Hex. I love this spot. Savings count into T-Hex with a dupe as well that you can use. Yeah, I'm really liking that. But we will see here. Takapi taking an easy dub here up against Rising Tide. And so we will only have one more 100 streaker here. Takapi's board looks insane. Level 5 Ionia here. 2-star Shen with the Sunfire Slam. Yeah, this board is amazing. Oh my god. All right. Let's go into Carousel and see what everybody can pick up at this point in the game. All right. There is a pan. So if somebody wants to do something panny, we can go for that. Aside from that, nothing too crazy appearing here. So yeah, we'll see what everybody else ends up picking up off the Carousel here. But so far, not bad. Chad, are we doing YouTube VOD review? We are doing tournament VOD review. And it's not VOD review, it's real live review. We are watching a tournament of my students play against each other with hundreds of dollars on the line. I mean, actually true. All right, Mirnik here, up to making 40. So like I talked about, this is accelerated so quickly from this spot. Has the IE already, very nice. This rod is kind of awkward. So we'll see where that ends up going. I hear Joe Fish here, a little bit sad to loss streak with birthday reunion is the thing. You normally want this as a win streak option. The upside with birthday reunion in this spot is with the extra gold from gold sub, we are very likely to make it level 9. So I do think that is a pretty nice upside to birthday reunion in this spot here. Watching a VOD review of YBO1 Smurf on NA. I mean that'd be kind of. I mean, I would actually. I kind of wish he would do that. I mean, he's kind of doing that in Project PvE. You know what? I'm down. YBO1, you can sign up for my my coaching program next set, and then you can play these. And then YBO1 just destroys everybody. That'd be kind of sick. Just YBO1 goes into coaching programs and then just farms the tournaments. Yeah, that's a genius idea. YBO1. It's and it's free. I'm giving you that one for free right now. Oh my god. Takapi naturaled a Wukong as well. So we're 5 Ionia with the Wukong here. With Raining Gold, which we talked about. I don't love it that much. Path of Spirits is a very solid Ionia. I mean, I think we are just Ionia in this spot, which is nice though. Some other people might want to be able to have Ionia as kind of an off-ramp to play into if they can't possibly. You know, somebody like Joe Fish here who kind of needs to play Ionia. So we're actually going to have a few people in Ionia, I would say. So that's going to be interesting to see how else the rest of the lobby does end up kind of like capping out. There's a lot going on here with the multiple Ionia players, multiple T-Hex players, multiple Slayers players, and like maybe one do we have anyone playing AP now that I think about it? You can do a quick scout around after this fight and see. This is going to be Takapi's 5 streak though, which is a very nice win here, especially Econ Augment, Econ Portal, Econ Win Streak. Could even look at this as like a fast 9 style angle very easily, depending on what else is going on here. 3-star 4 or 5 cost. We could see it, especially as we get closer to checkmates. We should also say, so Adriel, Duel, and Calf are the people to really be looking at here. So Adriel needs a top 3. Adriel and Duel need top 3s. So far, so good, I would say. Not a bad spot for them. And then Calf needs a top 2 here. Calf, I mean, bodyguard training certainly has the ability to do it. So we will see. There's definitely possibilities for all of these players. Takapi does have the ability to play spoiler here. Rising Tide and Shaolin are near the bottom of the standings. They really need to kind of get some good placements in here to get back into it and get back into check here. And then everybody else, Joe Fish, Mirnik, Takapi, we basically have like 3 tiers of players there. And they're in the middle tier here, kind of not quite able to get into check here, but a good placement this game would make it really easy to get into check next game. Also, Calf, very afraid here that we are going to lose to Grunts. Oh my god, bro. Cutting it a little close there. But we make it work. That is a huge gold orb from the TK portal. So you can see, oh my god, look at the level 6s. The whole lobby just pushing 6, because why not? Everybody's so rich here. There's no reason not to here. I mean, look, Mirnik here, level 5, and still getting the 70 gold of interest with savings account. Picks up EMP Gigantification Ray. So not much damage out of this, but these will allow our board to survive long enough to get some casts off, and has the 4 pilts. Big thing that we are missing is the Kate 2, right? We need to pick that up sooner rather than later so that we're not forced to burn a duplicator onto it, but we'll see. Let's check out Takapi here, see if we can keep our streak. Ended up making the Invoker emblem here because we got dropped the tier and because we have the Lysandra here. So nice kind of flex play here. Potentially going to play into some kind of, Lysandra Freljord, Lysandra Seraphine type board in this spot. So yeah, our game plan actually changing a bit here, interestingly enough here, and continuing the streak once again, like we talked about, is so good in a spot like this. So nice pick up there. All right, we will see what we can cap out into here. Next augment, just a pretty boring silver here. I like items here, but the problem is you're win streaking so hard that I don't know if you're gonna have that many units die for eye for an eye value is the awkward thing. I don't think team building does that much for you here. You've got a great dance here though. Does end up grabbing the eye for an eye. Okay, decent enough. Adriel here, wow, 3-2 with that extra econ, already has the Kaisa unlocked, and is gonna take Fire Axiom here to get the heal cut down, and has a Cho'Gath too. So our board is actually looking really nice. And once again, just needs to play for the top 3. This is a great spot to play for top 3. I think there's good odds of seeing Adriel in check after this game. Rising Tide here, almost level 7 in this spot as well. Has some items slammed into the Slayer's line here. Joe Fish here, not quite 7 yet. Once we do it 7, we're going to get that TG picked up, so that's a nice thing down the line. Has this IE slammed. Once again, it seems like it is a Ionia spot, so we're going to go for that contest here. It's really scary to contest someone who's 100 streaking with an Econ Augment, but upside is, my god, this Jhin is doing work. So we are going to pick up a lot of kills here, and we could actually level to 7 next round if we think it is going to spike us enough to allow us to keep streak, especially because we're getting that TG from our birthday reunion. So I would not be surprised to see a level up next round here. All right, Duel, taking a loss streak here. This double econ setup, not bad by any means, and you can see, yeah, we're almost already level 7 here. Has the Bel'Veth here, has the Shojin slammed as well. It's interesting. It looks like we're playing into TX from our unit holds, but we don't really have TX items yet. Shojin is not IE, and IE is very important for this guy. So we'll see if we can get there. Shaolin here. Oh, took the buffed Focus Fire, giving 10 AD for your entire team and then 5 more every 5 seconds. I do think should be pretty solid in this line. I wanted to see how well it would perform in this line. Haven't had a chance to play it myself, so I'm actually curious to see how it does for Shaolin here. So we will see. I think there's a lot of promise to this. So Calf, just going to kind of delete that Erexi here from Shaolin. So Shaolin going to take another loss here. Battle of the low HP players, right? These are 2 people who are at bot 3 HP-wise here. Looking like they're going to get a lot closer here. Shaolin 49, Calf 48, and Mirnik here 52, but about to take another loss here. Mirnik really needs to to hit the board soon, but the problem is we need to make 7 this round and we need to make 7 next round. So we're actually going to be a little bit broke here, and that's life. We were praying for a Seraphine on Carousel, and there is one. We can get it. We can get it. That is so well. We can. This is huge. This is so big for Mirnik here. Guarantees the Seraphine here. We are at 5 star levels of Piltover already, so not far at all. The problem, like I said, is that you would really like to get that gold cash out next round if you can make 70 this round, but I think there's low-key decent odds that you would like to just level roll here and try to pick up your upgrades and try to go into T-Hex on 3-6 here. So let's see. That makes us exactly 70. We are going to roll a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we are going to roll for it here. If you start rolling, you kind of have to keep rolling is the thing. You can't really half A this. You need to hit your upgrades so that you get your TX this round, or else there was no point to doing it. We are rolling very deep here. Find the lowest 2 here. We need, I think, 1 more upgrade. Is that enough? Yeah, with the dupe there, that's perfectly enough for the TX. Beautifully done from Mirnik. Pick up the T-Hex here. And we have a lot of things paired up. And yes, we have slowed down our savings account, but this is fine. We're going to make 10 this round, 20 this round, and you know we should get it very early next stage, especially if we do get mining drill. That will help us out a lot. But I like this a lot because we're 40 HP here. Had we taken the losses here, we would just be very low going into next stage. And yes, you have a T-Hex, but you can definitely still die from T-Hex here. So I like this roll down a lot. It is a very close fight, but it is going to be a loss for Mirnik. So stabilizing on 30, not the worst, but definitely a little bit low. Oh my god, random zillion. I guess we can't really play it. Let's see what our T-Hex is. Mining drill is acquired. Well, it's an option here if we want it. I do think you must take it with an early enough T-Hex. Move the items over. The other thing to worry about after perusing this spot real quick is where the heck are our items? We have 4 components. Had the IE made, man, we're gonna get so many items later in this game. I didn't realize this is such a low component drop game, right? Unless we're not hiding an extra item somewhere. No, I mean it's just a low component drop game. I mean it's just 4 components, but this person has 6 components. I guess you know, life is not equal. We must have gotten like a big amount of gold drops earlier there, but I mean still though. The big thing is we need to get to some items sooner rather than later here. And yeah, look at this. The T-Hex, you know, solid enough, but we are going to lose the fight just because we don't have items on the T-Hex. So yeah, down to 17 HP. This is still 2 lives for now, but not forever here. Wow, yeah, that's actually a really rough fight to lose in this spot. All right, well, Mirnik going to just kind of pray that, can we make it? We need to make 40 this round. Okay, we need a big amount of gold from minions here. We just have to pray that we get enough that we make 40 here so that we have savings account, then we can push 8, then we can spike the board. Hopefully we get some good items here as well so that we can cap this out, because if not, okay, we can sell these. That is enough gold. That's enough to make 40. You must sell and make 40 here. This is huge because this gives us the gold. This makes us 50, and we're getting a plus 30 gold here as well. We find MF as well. We found LW is going to have to be our slam here, very likely. It's a good kind of util item. We got a level here and roll here. There's the 2-star Seraphine. Good pickup here. There's a MF pair as well. I think you just got to roll. Okay, there's Braum as well. Good pickup. I think Nautilus 2 has to be a little bit stronger for now. We're going to remove items for a second here. I mean, you could make adaptive and take a page out of one of the players' last game, but I mean, I think LW must come down, and then you can think about adaptive if you're really afraid. But yeah, and we are going to make the adaptive here because we are afraid. I mean, fair enough. We are 17 HP here, and the board that we're fighting does not look that weak here. I'm going to get some gold from our T-Hex. This is still a scary fight, though. This is not, like I said, not a weak board by any means here. T-Hex doing a lot of work here. The Kaisa didn't get laser beam down, so we're actually looking at potentially losing this fight as well. Yeah, the T-Hex just not strong enough on this board. We just don't have a triple item. I mean, we do, but the triple item's just not good enough here. And the double econ augment, yeah, not getting us there. So yeah, this fight's looking really rough. And I don't know what can really bail us out here. A portable forge into a good Ornn item for the T-Hex, perhaps. And then we can maybe move it down. I mean, I guess that has to be your take here. JL is a little bit more damage, but not that much more. I think we got to move POVs. I think Mirnik here has a very rough spot here. Sniper's focus here to sniper the backline. I mean, I think you kind of have to take it. I think it's pretty decent onto the T-Hex here, but obviously the first target it's hitting doesn't do that much. Duel here in a very similar spot, actually. This is so funny. It almost looks like we're looking at the same board, but Duel here managed to get to the IE, has some tank items, so that's some upside to this spot, and has some more HP to work with, so not bad. Shaolin here, trying to pick up everything and just make this this pivot happen. Yeah, picks up the Jinx here, picks up all these items here. So yeah, we can start slamming stuff onto everybody here. Close to making a pivot happen. Just needs a little bit more time. Whoa! That is a nice sus here for Joefish here. That is not bad at all here. Nasus 2 is going to tank very, very nicely, though. We'll see if the T-Hex with the snipers can snipe out enough backline, or if Mirnik's going to die here on 4-2. These boards that we're fighting are just so strong. Like, oh my god, it's actually just dead. Yeah, I mean, we just can't kill the Nasus here. I mean, sad when it doesn't come together. I love all the weird little these things are so buggy on Spectator. But yeah, it's an 8th for Mirnik. Unfortunate, because it was looking pretty solid, but we just couldn't make it to a strong enough T-Hex to cash out there. Adriel here, by the way, very quickly put into an amazing spot. Remember, Adriel is someone who only needs a top 3, and we have an Herald 2, a Kaisa 2, a Combat Augment, 40 gold. I'm ready to lock this in. I think Adriel here very likely to be in check after this game, which is really, really nice. Who are the other players that we need to check on here? Duel, the other player, needs a top 3. This is a little scary, though we do have the tank items. So we got something to work with here. But hey, the T-Hex... we just saw TX go 8th, so will we see a 7-8 out of the T-Hexes? That would definitely heal some people and their hatred towards the TX, but we'll see. I mean, surely there's not that much justice in the world, though we will see Duel take this loss here. And once again, Duel needs a top 6 or a top 3 to make it into check here. So looking like Duel might have some trouble reaching check this game. And the other player who can reach check here is Calf. Let's tune in there. Is Sniper's even good on TX anymore now that most of his damage is front load on the first unit hit? It's not amazing, but I mean, you gotta take something, right? You need a T-Hex item there, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Syndra a couple of sets ago was way worse. Oh, the are you talking about 2-cost Syndra? Oh, now that was a comp. Gwinsu, like Gwinsu, was it Gwinsu like Shojin? Syndra, just getting a billion casts off, going crazy. That was a fun. Was it healthy for the game? No. Was it pretty? Oh yeah, it was Eldritch like Invoker, something like that. Was it called, or is it called Evoker, something like that? Invoker, Evoker, whatever. Calf here, interestingly, also playing a very solid Void line, but a lot lower than Adriel. Stog 1, Kaisa 1, and Herald 1 did find the Monkey King 2-star. Really need to find Kaisa 2 here, and there it is. Okay, this brings us back a lot. We can just sell off the Cho'Gath pair here, pick up Kaisa 2, and be a lot stronger. You could even sell the Shiv if you really want to, just to because we're not going to play it very likely. We don't really want to drop out of Arcanist, I don't think. Adriel thinking hard about this, but we do need to make this here, and we are actually going to play the Shiv. Drop out of 4 Bruiser just to fit the Shyvana on the board. I guess I could see it. It's a little sketch just because 4 Bruiser is a lot of your front line right now. But yeah, oh, the 2 Void players fighting each other. Problem being, Adriel, I think, is a lot stronger. So we might see a solo check after this game. If Calf doesn't reach top 2 and Duel doesn't reach top 3, and Adriel does reach top 3, then Adriel will be the only player in check. And being in check's a great thing. I would love to be in check. The only downside... oh, okay. Kai is telling me he might be able to hop on after. A little bit later. Sounds like he's got some stuff to do. This Kai guy. Well, you know, I appreciate him potentially hopping on even if he wants to. But yeah, we might see only 1 player in check after this, which would be crazy. I will say, Calf's augments do look really nice. Exiles plus Bodyguard. Like there is actually a lot of combat here, especially with this very scaling Gwinsu Gunblade set up here. Stuff more important than TFT? I mean, he's doing TFT stuff. He's just doing other TFT stuff. That's how it is sometimes. That's the dream though, to always have some TFT stuff that you have to be doing. All right, Joefish here with this really cool board. Man, I need to take another look at Joefish's board. This is such a cool, like, Shuriman Ionia board where it just found the early Azir and is just capping around, playing around this Nasus as our main tank, and then playing our backline carry as the Yunara. The big downside is we need to make it to 9 to get that birthday reunion cash out, and we're actually going to take a big loss here. And yeah, Duel is dead. DID. That means that we do not have a check out of Duel. So that is 1 out of 3 players not in check here. I will make a note after this game of who is in check, because I think it is just going to be Adriel, honestly. Though Calf, you know, slowly holding the line, needs, like I said, a top 2. So not the easiest thing to achieve, but possible. Especially if we do find this Herald too. I think that's the big thing that we need to find at this point. So yeah. Did I play double up? Nah, not really. Every once in a while with like a friend, but very rarely. All right, big gold orb. We would really need this to... Well, the thing is, we need to reach 9. We also need to hit Herald 2. I think it is quite reasonable to roll down here for the Herald. We hit the Swain 2, but the problem is you kind of need the Herald. It's so much of your tank stats are in the Herald, and boom, there is finally the Herald 2 here. And the more I look at it, the more it feels wrong to not be playing 4 Bruiser here. I understand why we aren't, but I don't know. All right, let's pop the anvil. Let's look at our items. We could make... I was looking at potentially like reforging a tier and going like TG plus this, but we end up just making redemption here. And we have the World Healingest Herald here. The problem is, oh my god, our Kai'Sa is taking aggro from some of these backliners. I think she's going to be okay. She can probably... Oh my god, the Aatrox 1 is doing so much damage. Oh my god, she's just barely going to kill the Aatrox, but he's going to heal back to full, and then another cast should kill the Kai'Sa. Yeah, we just got wrapped on here by Rising Tide. Really bad loss here. Shaolin getting low here. Joefish getting low here. This entire lobby getting really close here. And Adriel getting closer and closer to check every moment. There's the bear. That must come in over the Shyvana, I must think. Yep, this is going to be played. Hodge can go onto the bear. The board's not bad, but I don't know that's good enough, is the problem. We're 14 HP. We're very likely to like top 4, maybe even top 3, but we need a top 2 for check is the problem. Take a look at Joefish's board. Oh my god, Joefish, the world's most woke board of all time, ended up finding a Volibear 2 on 9, so this is our main carry with the Fire Axiom. Heck, oh, so we probably got Volibear 2 out of Birthday Reunion, which is hilarious. We like unlocked it by just having a tanky enough Nasus, and then Birthday Reunion it into the Bear. So this is what's gonna hold our items. The problem is Voli is not the best solo carry. Kind of need a duo carry to back the Volibear up, and we don't really have that so much right now. Upside is maybe our duo carry is the Nasus here. He's just sitting here tanking for a million years. Rotate into this insane Rise board from Takopi, who is gonna lose, and Shaolin is gonna go down here. DC'd on... Yeah. Unfortunate, Shaolin. I'm sorry about that. Sadly, there's no... we can't, like, pause on live servers. If only... I'll ask Riot Games for some Tournament Realm accounts next time so we can pause. GG's. Calf here. Holding on, but just took another loss. Don't think we are going to see that top 2 here. So, hopefully... For their sake, hopefully you can lock in and win some more fights. But we're still so far from the top 2. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Having to roll later is rough here. Ooh, Xerath here for Takopi. Just trying to figure out how to fit it on the board. I will say there's a lot going on here. Has the Bruiser, Invoker, Freljord, Ionia, Defender, Yordle. So for Rise, you are getting Freljord, Ionia, Yordle effects, which are all quite good effects to have. The Rise also has the Invoker spat, so as he continues to cast, he is going to get stronger. So that's really nice as well. This board actually looks really, really cool out of Takapi here. Is it enough to beat Adriel's just very, very capped Void board? I think it is. So yeah, we're going to pick up a win here. Adriel's going to take a loss here. Let's check out. Ooh, I think we have a fight between two of the super low HP players. And I think we are going to see the win for Calf here. It's just slowly just has enough inevitability to pick up the win on Joefish here. Joefish, a really, really cool flex board. But man, we cooked real hard, might have burned down the kitchen in the end. We just weren't able to put together a strong enough board. But an interesting idea. I liked it a lot. Where we ended up here. All right, carousel here. None of these 5 costs I think are, no one's playing really hard around Annie. Could get a random Shyvana, not bad. Heal cut here for Adriel. Do we have it already, or is that actually our first heal cut of the game? That's a really big pickup for Adriel here. And I mean, actually no, we don't. We have Fire Axiom, so we don't need the Sunfire here. Might have been a mix up from Adriel not realizing, or maybe they just wanted to take this as a tank item just because it's like a little bit more HP than something like Adaptive. But yeah, ends up actually being a little bit rough here. We have triple heal cut actually. Oh, I want the volley. Yeah, okay. So this is putting you at just enough, 150 HP with the 4 bruiser to reach volley because Adaptive Helm doesn't give enough. All right, so that'll be volley unlocked. There we go. Yeah, we get the live commentary from players as well. It's funny. Rotate into Rising Tide. So these are our 2 healthiest players by far here. See if we can pick up this win here on the way to 10. By the way, holding on to all of our Void stuff on bench, right? We need Malzahar if we do want to unlock the Baron Nashor, but that's all we need to unlock Baron here. Seeing if the Rift Herald is tanky enough. It is, so we are going to pick up this fight win here. Huge. Rising Tide's going to go down. And then between Takabi and Calf, can Calf survive a little bit longer against this Rise board? I think the answer is no. This Kaisa board has done a valiant effort, and I mean, she's doing a real valiant effort, doing her bestest to live there, but cannot do it. So Calf is going to get another 5 points, just barely not going to be in check. 18 points for Calf. So we're going to have a few people quite high up there who I do think have really good abilities to grief Adriel here, but this also means that Adriel is guaranteed check here, is going to have enough points that we will have one person in check, so we could be done as early as game 4 if Adriel just clutches it out. Has had a great day so far. 3rd, 1st, and this game is at least another top 3. Maybe could be even better than that. Takapi does go level 10 here. A lot of level 10s can be pushed soon because Adriel also looking at level 10 here. We'll see what Rising Tide can do versus this board. But Takapi went 10 for the Zerath. Whoa. So this board is very, very, very capped. We have the Shuriman Rise as well. The Volibear doing insane work. I mean, this board is actually sick. Doing just insane work. Oh yeah, they do have a. Let me look back at a Rising Tide board because there is an Aatrox too. But I think yeah, we are still itemizing Belveth. I mean, the thing is, Belveth is just such a good item carry. But surely some items need to go onto Aatrox. Like he's kind of a beast these days. I wouldn't mind certainly moving a lot of these items over here. Maybe even, I mean, the problem is the Hodge has to stay onto the Ambessa, but you can't like split items too much because the Titan is pretty good on Belveth. Like I kind of like some of these items on Belveth, but I wouldn't mind just moving all the Ambessa items over, honestly, to the Aatrox and leaving them like that. They're just playing into your Slayers for your Slayers. I guess the dream is you'd get just like a TG here. The dream is you get like 2 TGs here and you can TG everybody, but maybe not so likely. Level 10 and coming here for Rising Tide, so we're gonna have 3 players level 10 here. Everybody going 10. Adriel here. Found the Malzahar, so we are going to get the Baron Nashor unlock here. Huge stuff. This is going to allow us to cap. And we are going to do the classic pivot up to, 9 Void, get the Baron unlocked, and then pivot back down to 6 Void just to play our strongest board here. Great +1s on this board. The Shyvana on this board, the Ziggs on the board. Playing 3 Bruiser for now, but we can definitely, finish capping out later. And the TG just going to move up to the Baron because we don't really have that great of items there. And the Sunfire ends up moving over to the Wukong here. And I guess we could take Ziggs item here. We could just take another tank item here. Yeah, we're just going to finish off the Gargoyle here. The Baron item's not even bad here, by the way. The Titans will stack up, give some stats for the Baron. Don't really need the CC immunity, but the stats are not too bad. And yeah, I mean, Mess Hall, level 10 Baron. I mean, Adriel might be able to win this game as well, which is just bonus points at this point. Adriel is already in check, so we do not need any more placements, but winning would obviously deny placements from other players, which is really, really good. Just keeping people as low as possible so that, they can't possibly reach check while we're in it right now. The less people in check, the better. Going to roll down here. That is Baron Perrin here. That is, a lot of stuff. Shyvana pair, Baron, and Shyvana 2-hit. My God. The only sad part is we don't actually have Baron items. We're just sitting here with a Protector's Vow Spirit Visage Baron, but I think it's going to be enough here. That's Rise 2 from Takopi here. I actually really want to watch this fight between these two guys because these are two very capped 10 boards. So yeah, Adriel versus Takopi. I think my money is just still on the Baron, but to be fair, the Baron items are pretty trash. So we'll see. It's really just giving a little bit of mana gen and stuff. So maybe the Baron can't do enough. The Xerath, it is Xerath 2 actually, and Rise 2. Yeah, so I think without true items on the Baron, this board just doesn't have enough damage out of Adriel. It's just going to be very reliant on what we roll here. And so yeah, actually a big win for Takopi here. Rising Tide does end up going down here in third. So nice comeback for Rising Tide. Had a rough first couple of games, but now is getting kind of back into it with that win. And that's the nice thing about Czech is you can always come back here. So we will see here. I mean, maybe Takopi can end up stealing the win from Adriel here. Takopi, not the best start, fifth to start the day. So a first here would be a really, really big turnaround. Get us very, very close to being in check here. Great roll on the TG for this Volibear, by the way. Adaptive Kraken here. We will see the roll on the Baron Nashor here after this. And the other thing is that Deathcap Steadfast, blah. We do have on Adriel's side a Reforger, and we're about to go into Carousel for items. If you can end up reforging and hitting some real Baron items, your life is going to be a lot better. And this fight actually might be winnable if Baron can actually be doing some damage. I mean, you see, even with the death cap, this fight is a lot closer here. Big Baron cast, but it's just not enough to win without like true real Baron items. So we will see what we can end up capping out with. But yeah, we could always reforge these Wukong items if we have to. There is a Edge of Night here. Also a TG, where you could kind of like swap TGs around, but that's only going to work for one round because we only have the one remover here. And yeah, going to end up just picking up this TG for the Zigza, right? Because we have a completely unitemized Ziggs too, and it is now 2-star here. Great Ziggs items we rolled, and not even bad Baron items. Actually, the Guinsoo, not bad, but these Ziggs items are insane here. Guinsoo plus Void Staff. We'll see if this is enough to start swinging these fights, because, I mean, that is a big, big upgrade here. As well, the game is really coming together for everybody here. I mean, these last few fights are going to be scary, and we might even see a game, a stage 7 here. I mean, it's stage 6. These guys are 30 plus HP. Definitely, if they trade wins, we'll see a stage 7. Even if Adriel loses twice, we might see a stage 7, unless the fights are really that insane here. But okay, we'll see here. That was a Rise Gold Orb farm off of Shuriman Rise. I was like, what the heck was that? I will say, even with these upgrades, this fight is looking rough. Rise is looking very, very capped. I'm starting to think the only way that Adriel can win this fight is with perfect items on to the Baron Nashor. Do unlock the Skardner here, kind of on accident from the Gargoyle that rolled onto the Baron. All right, praying for perfect items onto Baron. Not great stuff. The Ziggs rolls pretty decent items. The AP not going to be bad at all onto that guy. But yeah, Baron just cannot roll a great item to save his life. So yeah, we do go for the full Reforge and find a Kraken. Not bad, honestly. Not bad at all here. And also going to remove these items just to get some extra stats onto the Baron. Holy! Is this BIS Baron? Frontline Baron is... Okay, yeah, I don't know about completely Frontline Baron. We just want to give Baron some survivability here. So let's see what we can do. All right, we need to win this fight if we want any chance of going into minions getting another Baron item, which could maybe be the key to our success. But we'll see here. Got to kill some. The Rise doing a lot of farming here. The Baron doing some damage, but still not really enough here. Another farm from the Rise is crazy. I think Takopi might have run away with it. Big win for Takopi. Adriel does live on 1. So we are going to stage 7 here. Let's take a pick at Takopi's spot here. 7? Nothing. There's literally nothing. 7 here. 5 Lissandras. We're not far off Lissandra 3 at all. We could very easily hit that. Would best play be move mutation to Baron, move items to Ziggs? What mutation? Oh, this up here? Yeah, we have actually pivoted down to 4 Void. The problem is Kais is such a beast here that I don't think you can really move items off of her. Especially because this Baron without the right items is just not doing much here. Okay, let's take a peek. See if we got a good Baron item here, because that's the dream. A lot of gold here. Guess you're going to have to take... Yeah, DB looks pretty reasonable here. And let's see. Look, there's so much gold to run on for potential Lissandra 3. Oh my god, and we hit the charm that gives us a copy of every single 4 cost. So that's 6 Lissandras now. Technically, you don't want to pick up the Lissandra in the orb because it's going to take it out of the pool. And so, yeah, we do end up just barely hitting it. Also, wait a second. I mean, look at what we're holding. Oh, the problem is, I was going to say, look at what we're holding on to here. We could actually go for a 3-star 5 cost, but I think Takapi might just end this game right now. I mean, the Baron's decent, but I don't know if strong enough. And yeah, Takapi is just sending it down here with the expectation that it's going to be a dub. We will see. 30 gold here, trying to see if we can find anything else just roll enough in time. The Baron doing okay work. Decent cast of the Baron. Wait, hold the line. Baron, knock up. No, it's just barely not enough. And Takapi will take the win over Adriel here, who sadly cannot hit our crazy cash out. But I think we'll be fine with that. That is the cash out on... into checkmate for Adriel here. So we do have our first player in check of the tournament, just the one. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Yep, and Shalin just create another one. Okay, so good. We will go into game 4. All right, one person in check. Let's put a little thingy up. Is this? Yeah. Players in check. Adriel. Okay. That'll look fine in game, probably. Make it a little smaller. I could give it a little bit of a stroke. Can you do stroke on it? You can, right? Background color? Oh no, you can only do the stupid background color thing. Do like a little bit of a background here. So you can kind of see it. Sure, why not? Oh no, outline. That's how you do it. Outline color, select color, black. Can I ask for a planner on Rise comp that was just played? Yeah, we can pull it up. It was kind of a... I don't know if you can completely... replicate what happened that game, though. It was pretty crazy. Does this look okay? Yeah, the outline looks fine, right? Okay, I think it's good. Just so that you can see it. Here, let me we can just refresh and pull up the board. Not seen Freljord Trimo before. Jack just got curious. No, it was a very cool board. Also, we're in game, so I can spectate. All right, game 4. So yeah, it was. So the way we're getting Freljord in is from a pretty standard Braum-less Voli. Then we're getting Ionia in via Shen, Wukong, and Kennen. This also gives us access to 3 Bruiser here already, and then we can play Koboko as a 4th Bruiser on this board. We also had an Invoker spat, which is fitting in. I think it ended up just being 3 Invoker, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3. And then we also played Azir and unlocked Azerath on this board. So that is the idea, at least. It's pretty cool setup. I wonder... Is there? I guess you kind of need Braum as a main tank. Could you have cut Braum for Sedge on that board and just got Defender for free? Because Braum's not playing any kind of Oh no, he had Defender from the emblem. Of course. How foolish of me. All right, going into game 4. For some reason, my thingy is not loading. Oh, okay, beautiful. I was getting afraid for a second here. We just have one person in check. Adriel here. The other people who are close to check are Calf, Duel, and Takopi here. So keep an eye on Adriel here. But yes, Calf and Duel, or Calf only needs a top 7 here. Just needs to not go 8th. And they will be in check. Duel and Takopi need top 5s, so not even a top 4, just a top 5. And then Joe Fish needs a top 2. Then Rising Tide, Mirnik, and Shaolin cannot be check after this game, but just need to once again grief the other players here, get some good scores here, and potentially sneak into check in the next couple of games. So yeah. Can't wait for Noah to win and have another like 6-7 games. Yeah, we will see. I mean, it's quite rare that somebody does win on game 4, even after getting into check game 4, just because people can grief them, right? It's really easy to grief one person. Wait a minute. I'm sitting here yapping. It's Emblem Ensemble. We might have an Emblem Ensemble final game. And look at Adriel's emblems. Piltover and Longshot here. And Juggernaut's kind of fake. Now, we don't have items for it yet, but I'm getting a little bit afraid. I mean, I'm down for the best. May the best player win, but that is a little scary. It looks a little gross here. Ooh, I will say these first 3 items are not really it. Or first 3 augments, I should say. You can take, I mean, you would want to take Pilfer, but you can't Pilfer very well with this board. There's times when we're just not going to kill a unit here, which is pretty rough. At least we have the long shot and we can use all of our emblems here at least. So hopefully we can at least kill 1 on each, but that's pretty rough here. Let's check the rest of our emblems. Another long shot, but long shot plus Vanquisher here could definitely play into some kind of Kaisa setup. Calf here has another, so Vanquisher, Defender, Demacia. Defender, Demacia. Obviously, some nice inbuilt synergy there. Invoker, Noxus, Gunslinger don't fit together that nicely. Rising Tide here is a Yordle, a Demacia, and an Arcanist. All these traits fit together really nicely. Probably going to be some more Demacia stuff as well. We see, I see a Bilgewater there. I don't see what else we got going on, though. Maybe Warden, it looks like, because I don't know that we have a Warden unit on this board, unless we somehow snuck a Nautilus there. But we will see here. Opting not to buy the Graves in shop. Is this a visual bug? Because we did just unlock Graves this round, but maybe we already... Okay, we will. Okay, yeah, not a visual bug. Okay, so yeah, Warden, Jug, and Bilgewater here. Really, really nice emblems to play into Bilgewater, I will say. You can just play the Nautilus, get all those traits in, play Bilgewater, easy peasy. Void, okay, and then Freljord Bruiser is a beautiful combination here for Joe Fish here, so a lot of good stuff going on here. Yeah, okay. Well, keep an eye on Adriel here, see how much... I want to track how we are doing on that setup. Ooh, wait, 6 Alawies. Good eye there. So that was on this board? Yeah, 6 Alawies. Could be an Alawi 3 Rise Bilgewater game. That would be pretty sick. But, we gotta see what happens first. We do have the Graves. We have so many units, actually. Took Stars Are Born. We have Graves 2 here off of that. And, yeah, so that was the idea. Is we already had an Alawi. Took Stars Are Born. Now we have 6 Alawies and we have the Graves too. Very, very nice. So yeah, we gotta make it there. So we will see. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but not impossible by any means. It is eating into our econ already though, having to hold on to these Alawies. So we'll see if it ends up being worth it as well. Adriel here, taking the little bits of cash from our augment here, going into our pickup here, and we are just going to take the Gigantification Ray. Decent enough with this setup here. So yeah, not too bad. I actually think I'm thinking, I haven't played it myself yet, but I think with the buffs to the alternating Armor Namar one, that you should actually be kind of interested in the Armor Namar one in a spot like this. But I will, I guess. Only time will tell if it's actually good. Need to play some more games and like test it out and stuff like that. But okay, we are going to lose this fight as well. But are we gonna kill a unit? Actually, we didn't kill one at the start, right? This is only a level 4 board. This is where Pilfer feels a little scary. Is if you fight a very tanky board. This guy's Alawi is crazy. Maybe Caitlyn can. I think Caitlyn's got it. Just barely. Oh no. Okay, 1 HP, but we do end up killing the Alawi in the end there. Very, very nice. Okay. Mirnik and Calf are win streakers this game. So 2 people currently 100 streaking. Interesting that Mirnik's streaking with honestly a pretty mediocre set of emblems. I don't know how Mirnik's going to make that work. Obviously, like Invoker Noxus, you have LeBlanc, and then the Gunslinger, I don't know what we would do with. I guess you would just hope to reforge it later. That is the thing. Reforgers are going to be very, very valuable in this portal because you can just reforge everything. So that is that's the dream. Now, will we get there? Will we make it? Only time will tell. We will find out. And Cap also on the 100 streak with a much seems like easier board to play out. I mean, to be fair, we're actually using one of our emblems right now, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, Vor was good. It could be a Noxus Warwick setup. Yeah, nice try, Riot Games. They made that guy kind of suck, but yeah, no, that's a very good point. He loves the Gunslinger emblem, but is it good enough to play it? I don't know. Can always throw random Sen on board. That's what we saw last game. Random Gunslinger emblem throw it on Kaisa, and then take a random Sen and throw it onto your board later and be happy with it. So we could certainly see such a thing there. So we will see. What I'm seeing right now, did I miss these, or did this player reforge? We have an aura farming player. This is dual. Yeah, so let's check out dual spot here. Aura farming Slayer Zaun. So I guess we are going to play towards Zaun in some degree. And wait a second. Zaun emblem Kindred here coming from aura farming later. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, and we have the Void emblem. So like we could... there's actually so much to do in this spot. Like, you could also just play Void. The problem I have with Void Emblem is that it doesn't really do anything. Because you can't reach 9 very reasonably. Usually you're just using this to play 6 and then like cut a unit. Like it's just I don't know. I've never really seen Void Emblem feel that good. It usually just feels like an extra, you can cut a kind of crummy Void unit on 6 Void, but we will see. The upside is this Rek'Sai 2 is streaking for us. Well, we'll see. Let's check out Mirrorneck's spot and see if we can keep this 100 streak here. I mean, if Mirrorneck can make something out of this spot, they might be the GOAT, because, I mean, I am really not that excited about these emblems when I stare at them. We are going to have this 5 streak, though. The Zoe is a monster with this red buff, plus the Invoker emblem, just casting, getting a bunch of AP back. Yeah, I mean, the spot looks amazing, honestly, as far as, like, strongest boardness goes. And wait just 1 second. I just noticed something. We're holding on to a Zoe pair. We're holding on to a Leona pair here. Could this be an Aurelian Soul game with Invoker? Invoker A-Soul, back in the day, was just an absolute monster. Could this be Invoker A-Soul, get Noxus in as well, throw Illusion Sen in later, get Gunslinger? I mean, my God. We'll see. We will see. All right. Well, the big thing, though, if you want to play A-Soul, oh my God. Okay, Jinx 2 is huge here. I really like this because this is... Oh, okay. The A-Soul dream is dead. We have decided that we are just going to play kind of a standard... maybe Noxus into Invoker. Speaking of Noxus, Natural Mbessa here feels good. This is our first Noxus unit in a while. We still don't have, hilariously enough... the little ones, right? We're waiting on the Briar here, but we have a 4 cost and a 3 cost here that we can definitely play for and feel good about it here. Definitely don't need to play the Leona anymore. We have this red buff made, so we can definitely just, play something like this. Feel good. Keep pretty much most of these items onto Zoe, but we're going to make a JG instead of the Noxus spat. Sure, I think it's reasonable. Noxus spat gives good stats, but not really as much as a JG here. So we'll see. Can we keep it up here? Takapi made it to a GP2 here with the long shot emblem. And that is making the Vanquisher do work here. So there's a strong board there as well. Not strong enough. The thing is, this Zoe, the chill onto stuff like the Gangplank is huge. There is just so much going on. So it's going to be another dub here for Mirrorneck. I mean, how far can we push this streak? I'm excited. And a prismatic augment here? Oh my God. Oh, do you ever take Radiant Rascal and just throw it onto Mbessa? That sounds kind of nice here. We will see. Min max. I don't think it's that crazy. Oh, Soul Awakening's a really nice combo dog as well. I might actually take the Radiant Rascal here for the Ambessa, just because it's going to be really nice to have a Radiant TG just sitting on the Ambessa the entire game. The only problem is the Radiant TG is obviously a little bit hard to work around. We are going to take Soul Awakening. It's just a very, very solid combat augment. But yeah, Radiant TG, kind of awkward when you're trying to move around all these emblems. All right. Oh my god. The win out from Calf? Okay. I mean, just saying, hey, I know how to deny people winning. I'll just win myself. Go level 10. Play Void. Oh, I just don't know if you can take win out. I mean, I know the answer is I do not think you can take win out in this spot, just because I don't think we're rich enough to actually make it. So yeah. Min-max kind of nice. We want to reforge the emblems. Oh, that's actually a good call as well, though. Like, do we really want to? I mean, I think we could reforge like one of them. But I mean, maybe even more if you really want to go like crazy with it. But that is a good point. That's going to make it a lot easier to pick up our foragers. Guarantee, really, that we pick up our foragers. And then we can play for it. Yeah, all right. Duel here. Oh, I really want to see what Duel got out of Trait Tree here. We have 4 Jug, 4 Void in right now. So must be something decent enough. We're level 650. Not that rich. So we will see. Munich in a really good spot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right, we got Jug. Okay, so how many spats? We have Yordle as well, and Piltover. Okay, I mean, looking to be that we're going to play around Void this game. Oh my god, that is a pretty early T-Hex, the 3/3 T-Hex. Just so easy to fit T-Hex early. And oh no, no, no. This is Mining Drill. We found it. We don't have an IE yet, but there is very likely to be one on Carousel here. 6 Piltover, Mining Drill, level 6, 66 gold, 54 HP, a lot of econ here. And remember, this is our player who is in check. If Adriel closes out the game here with this T-Hacks, which we very much could see, then that might be Rafts on it. So yeah, somebody has to somebody has to deny the T-Hex. Somebody has to go out of their way, unlock T-Hex, and then hold it. I mean, I will say, honestly, what people should very likely do is try to deny Glove on Carousel. If Shaolin could deny a Glove on Carousel, that might actually save the lobby. But we will see here. Adriel on the same side as the Glove, so they're going to be able to get it. Somebody's just got to cap out higher. Yeah, I mean, that's because there's nothing to deny on this board. You're going to reach like TX2 and stuff like that. The question is, can some of these people get to something like, a Baron Nashor or something to cap it out? It's crazy. And yeah, the items are looking good. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit afraid this might be a 4-game tournament. I mean, if it is, it is. And we will go from there. But I mean, the spot looks very, very nice here. We can look at some other spots too, but yeah, I mean, we got the Piltover, we do have Piltover, but we have the Pilfer gold here. We have the only potential saving grace for the lobby is that this is double econ, one of which being a prismatic econ. So this does lean you towards being lower cap, right? If somebody can reach a strong level 9 board that's a little bit less strong than the Piltover board, but has something like a double combat, we might be able to outcap that. So that, I think, is the dream for the lobby here. Shaolin here, speaking of high cap, by the way, did make it to that Alawi 3, does have AP items built. I think we are going to see a Bilgewater Rise game from Shaolin if it can make it to level 9 here, which would be so sick here. We'll see, though. That's a Seraphine as well that we get to hold on to, which is nice. And the Alawi is tanking up quite nicely. I don't think it's going to be quite a win here, but we are going to kill a lot here. And yeah, the Alawi did great work. Honestly, if maybe we weren't so clumped up for the T-Hex ult, we might have actually been able to pick up a dub there. All right, see what else we got going on here. Rising Tide, just a million traits in. I don't know what to say. Vagar unlocked, Kaisa unlocked. Yeah, so on picking up the Yordle and Arcanist spat, I mean, wow, look at these spats. Yordle, Arcanist, Demacia, all spats that fit really, really nicely with the Vagar. So yeah, this is a great pickup here. Get to play for the Vagar here. Get to fit in 3 Yordle for now, but maybe some more down the line. Can fit a lot of... I mean, we're really just going to have to figure out how much stuff do we want to fit and can we fit. Because obviously we can fit Vertical Demacia, Vertical Arcanist, Vertical Yordle. Really just depends on what we want to play at this point here. The Bruiser and Freljord spots look to me like they're leaning toward a Freljord spot for it's Joefish on the other side here. So good. Yep, good for them. Going to have a pretty reasonably easy spot to play out, but the question for everybody is, can you outcap Adriel? Can you get to a win there and stop this guy? Because if you can't, then it's a 4-game series. All right. Whew. The Veigar doing quite well, but not really well enough to like truly pop off. So a good spot here. Kobako and Yumi unlocked. I mean, a great Yordle to play as well. So all coming together. I will say, talking about people with good spots, Myrnik still streaking, 100 streaking, double combat augment. I wonder if this is one of the people where if we can keep that 100 streak up, get to like a 2-star Melmedarda late game, maybe we do have the ability to actually outcap a TX and just blow it up with these combat augments. I mean, we will see. But there's a lot of possibilities here for this spot. So we'll see what we can get. Do need, if we are playing around Mel, another mana item. Do not have it right here yet. And yeah, we have the Ambessa pair. We have the LeBlanc here. So that is going to be 5 Noxus or 7 Noxus. No, we need... No, yeah, we can just Alfred Draven and then play 7. Yeah, so we have 7 Noxus if we want it on this board. Do think we probably should want it, even if... the thing is, you might have to move stuff off, but the thing is just 10 streak is 10 streak. We really need to find some upgrades here. I wouldn't mind rolling a bit, just like to 0 on this round to try to just be as strong as possible. Do get the 7 Noxus into the last second, so that's a good pickup here. And we're rotating to Shaolin, so good that we did. Shaolin also ended up off of the indecision and getting Tiniest Titan here. Pretty good from the perspective, once again, we needed to make it to 9. We need to play for this Bilgewater Rise to truly cap out high enough. So we will see. We will see. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was last game that we saw a Rise board cap out insanely high. So maybe this can be another game where we can see Rise cap out super high enough to beat a T-Hex. We will see. All right, last augment here for everybody. In this spot here, I mean, you could very reasonably get away with taking triple combat here. So we will see what else we want to do here from Myrnik. I mean, with the 100 streak, I think it's pretty reasonable here. Swordsmith is such a great option, but not that great. At the end of the day, yeah, you just don't have anything to do with the swords here. Something like a last second save seems a lot more reasonable to me here. Even a big grab bag wouldn't be bad here, but yeah, we do end up just taking solid last second save here. Pretty sure you must roll in this spot here. I mean, the thing is, we just need to find a front line, right? Even if it's just like Swain 1, I would prefer that to our current setup here. But it looks like Myrnik is just saying, you know what? I've gotten enough HP saved this stage, or the last few stages, really. I'm just going to go fast 9 in this spot. I do not worry about, hitting my stuff. I will just say, you know what? I will very likely lose some of these fights, maybe even lose, the next 4. But even if I do, I will still be healthy enough to, make it to level 9 and be very strong here. So makes sense. Let's take another look at Adriel here. Level 8 got plot armor, and I think Adriel might have some plot armor. This spot is looking really nice. 75 gold, level 8, T-Hex unlocked. The question is just how high can everyone else cap out? Can anyone else outcap this Giga T-Hex spot here? If the answer is no, then what is that? A natural T-Hex on 8? So now our T-Hex 2 is all but guaranteed at this point? Oh my God. I mean, it's just everything is going right for Adriel. And the spot is looking better and better every second. Ooh. Okay, so this ends up being the spot for duel here. Has the Slayer emblem, Zaun emblem. So yeah, it's actually playing kind of a mixed board here, playing Slayer, Zaun, the 4 Jug, the 4 Void, just kind of fitting everything here. And our aura farming has come down here. We have hit the 2-star Kindred here. So that's something nice that we get to play around as well. So going to be a pretty strong board in the moment. Once again, the question that everybody's asking themselves, and the question that Duel's asking themselves as well, is, can I outcap this disgusting T-Hex setup? I don't know. We'll see. Adriel finally took a loss, though. Okay. Lost to this Vagar board from Rising Tide. Is Rising Tide the savior of the tournament? Can take us to another game. Let's go take a peek at that board here. Anything on Carousel worth noting? I mean, an Orin, a Shyvana, good stuff. A Spat. I don't think there's any kind of like crazy Spat tech that people are playing towards, but we will see. What's up, Icarus? How's it going? How's it going? All right. So yeah, let's check out Rising Tides board. 5 Demacia, 4 Arcanist, 4 Yordle. I mean, these spats we talked about, they do actually fit beautifully well with this setup here. So that is really, really sick. 10 Noxus spat. Is there a prize for winning? Yes. There's actually pretty good prizing. First place gets $200 plus an extra secret thing that is very cool that I will announce after the tournament is over. Second place gets $100. Some other lower placers get like little, like I have some like RP for, I mean, everybody who makes the final lobby is getting a little bit of prizing, at least some RP. So pretty, yeah, pretty decent prize pool for everybody who's taking part. And of course, first place gets infinite bragging rights. All right. Ooh, this bilge board also kind of coming together on the other side here. We'll see if Vagar can continue Vagaring, because I mean, we do have all these rods. Vagar has farmed up 17 AP, which is not a lot, but you know, we are continuing to scale. This Poppy is going crazy from a tankiness perspective, just sitting here tanking everything. And I mean, we're only 2 gold, but we have the Chrono Keeper XP that's starting to stack up here. All right. Adriel here. Wait a second, by the way. Taking another loss here. Okay. Went to level 9. I wouldn't say preemptively, but pretty emptively. Does have the Orin in right now. Finds Orin 2. Oh, God. These Orin upgrades are going to be so impactful. Who did Adriel lose this fight to? Mirnik. Okay, so Mirnik managed. Wow, I'm actually really surprised Adriel lost that fight. But I mean, it's just the fact that TX2 is not, or TX1 is not as strong as TX2. We'll see if we opt to make this. I think you probably should with the amount of gold that you're getting every round. I mean, the problem for the rest of the lobby is Adriel is pretty much guaranteed to make it to TX2. Yes, we're losing a few fights in the moments here, but TX2 is coming. Unless everybody else somehow unlocks the TX and holds them all, we are going to reach TX2 with the amount of gold that we're generating off of our setup. Though we did drop out of Mining Drill this round, dropped down to 5 pilts so that we could play stuff like the Azir here. So we're actually not going to mine this round. We're just going to get our 2 gold from our Econ Augment plus a little bit of gold from our Pilfer here. So still a lot of gold to work with, but that is actually be the 3rd loss in a row here. All right. I mean, hey, I would be excited to see some more games. I'm not rooting for anyone in particular, but I'm rooting for fun, which might include another game here. We will see here. But okay. Spot looking good. Shaolin getting really low here. Did make it to 9 here. Does Pilt, Yordle, Bilge, Targon. Okay, so we do have enough to end up unlocking that Rise. So we are going to get the Rise unlock here. We'll see if we can hit some of our upgrades on this board here. Also, we need we do have Volibear, okay, as well. Or we at least okay, we're about to unlock him here beautifully. All right, so Volibear and Rise unlocked. We've talked about this this comp before. The board fits very nicely usually. With all these extra spats, we can probably fit some more stuff here. I'll be honest, I'm going to be a little bit dizzy watching this board come together. Though this version actually looks pretty nice already here. Yeah, we just don't have Freljord, and is the only problem, which is kind of a big deal for this Rise. Great items, though. Did pick up his best item in Black Market Explosives. Void Staff can stay over here. Do we have Heal Cut here? We do on the Sunfire onto this. So we are just going to opt to take a JG here for our Seraphine here. All right. I do think Shaolin is actually somebody who can cap pretty high, especially if we do reach Rise 2. Question will be, can we outcap some of the stuff in this lobby? And the answer will arrive soon. The first person that we have to outcap is the person that we are fighting here, though. And this fight is looking very close. Rise walks up and dies. I don't know if we're able to outcap anybody, actually, because you can't outcap anybody if you go down. A valiant effort from Shaolin, really trying to put it together there at the end here. Adriel's still not at the 2-star T-Hex, though. Maybe I'm just going to positively jinx there. But yeah, that's actually, and yeah, I knew I was going to say that and that it was going to happen. But yeah, 2-star T-Hex here from Adriel. 40 HP here, 0 gold and stuck rolling to 0. So if there is anybody who can make it to like a level 10 here, we will see. And we do actually have level 10 here. Calf barely made it. Can hop in next game. All right, sounds good. Unless Adriel wins out. Yeah, I mean, it might happen. So we will see here. Okay, Calf made it to the Baron now. I feel like Cap is one of the people who can outcap Adriel. The problem is it's T-Hex 2 this round versus Baron 1. These are great Baron items. The double LW onto Kaisa, not my favorite. And the Kaisa gets deleted. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, the T-Hex is just going to delete this board, and that means Calf's dead, which means we can't find Baron Nashor 2 if you're not alive. Calf is going into 7th. Okay, is anyone else dead? Nope. All right, Calf, Dedge here. Duel here win streaking, though stuck on 8. Going for maybe a singed 3, but pretty far off. I don't think we're really able to reach this. This is a crazy... Look at this Shyvana, by the way. Void Emblem, Slayer Emblem, Zaun Emblem. Absolute beast mode. I mean, the more that I look at this lobby, though, I'm feeling like it's pretty likely that Adriel can win out here. Managed to farm, oh my god, we farmed a Prowler's Claw for our T-Hex here. Is that good? I guess we can watch this here. Because sometimes this T-Hex is just going to end with this setup. It usually just starts like flying around the board and ulting in like weird ways, which can sometimes be good and sometimes be bad. Yeah, like it jumps right up to frontline there, which is like kind of good because it's deleting backline, but it's actually eating a bunch of aggro here. But I guess it doesn't matter. It's tanky enough with this setup here with the blast shields, plus the gigantification ray, that it is going to win that fight. Joefish down as well here in 6th. That's 3 points there. All right. It's getting, I mean, the big upside to that though is that it's a lot of great stats, right? 45 crit chance and 35 AD for the T-Hex is really, really nice. I will say, I don't think, aside from Duel, anyone really has great odds of hitting a 3-star 4 cost, and Duel is still pretty far away as well. So yeah, I don't... Like, that would be an easy way to beat Adriel, but I don't think we're going to quite reach there. Taco P, one of those people who has this really nice build setup, I would think, you know, could potentially cap out, but I don't think we have the time to reach there. We're 9 now, but not enough gold to really find something like, you know, a TK2, continue to feed him, get more bilge items. Like, that's what you really need to win out here, but, I mean, okay. Duel here, down to keep watching this board. I mean, it is a very strong board, but I mean, great traits in as well. We don't actually have Piltover in, which is interesting. I guess it's just kind of awkward to fit on this board. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So Duel is going to need to somehow hit a Singed 3 to win this game. I feel like that is the best out that the lobby has here. Adriel rotates into Duel. This is going to be very likely a break on Duel's win streak unless the TX does something crazy, like flies right in front of the Warwick and the Kindred here, and then somehow they can kill it, which is actually looking very possible here. The Warwick going, oh my god, exactly that happened, and I don't think the rest of the backline. So this is huge actually for Duel. Duel is going to win this fight. Now, Adriel's still very healthy, but that's a big loss, down to 30, and this is longer for Duel to be able to play this board and to, you know, potentially find more copies of units. That is a 5th for Taco P here. Valiant effort there. Taco P would be exactly in check here. Oh man, we have a lot of people going into check after this game, if there is an after this game. So everybody else is just rooting for Duel here to cap out the lobby. I don't think Mirnik played a really, really cool game. I don't think this board does outcap Adriel at this point, but we will see here. We will see here. 7 Noxus needs to get slammed now. Okay, that it does work with slammed in combat. This diagonal looks really, really bad is the problem. I feel like this TX is going to get a beautiful cast off into backline here. And the Mel ult is just hitting nothing over there. Mel doing good work, a lot of damage, but just not enough, yeah. Not enough to win that fight. So Mirnik going to take a loss here. Rising Tide also losing to this board from Duel here. Dead already, actually. So Rising Tide, a solid top 4 here. So yeah, I mean, I think we only have one person here who can do this, which is Duel. And Duel ended up selling off the Singed, saying, you know what? I won that last fight versus Adriel. My board is strong enough with all of these. I'm actually just going to play for the level 9 cap. My odds of hitting Singed 3 were pretty low. I was thinking about this, like, are we really hitting Singed here? No, we're probably just better off pushing 9 and trying to actually beat Adriel the old-fashioned way, which we will see if we can do that. Someone's asking Void Mod. It's a leeching nucleus onto the Shiv there. Pretty, I mean, nice one to get her to heal up. All right. What can we add on 9? Obviously just a random Piltover unit, but there's not... I mean, like, Vi is just another dude, but nothing crazy. Don't look at items. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Let's... I must know. Oh, okay. What happened? Okay, so Prowlers moves up here. Longshot is moving here. DB Seraphine here. A lot of Brahms. We're not quite at Brahm 3. Gonna go 10 here. Okay. Let's see. Well, actually, I'm down to check this fight out here. Yeah, the DB is not my favorite. And you don't actually have another remover here, but I mean... If it ends up being a DV diff, we'll see. All right, this was a win last time, but mostly I feel like because the Prowler's Claw allowed for the T-Hex to end, it's still looking it was looking close. And the front line's good. The problem is you got to be really careful if you're Duel about your Warwick getting blown up by the TX. It's so vulnerable to getting blown up here. And yeah, Mirnik is going to drop down here. So this may be it. We need... to go to another game, Duel needs to cap out high enough for a win here. Has the Ziggs here. Not much that we can do with the Ziggs. And yeah, did end up just playing Piltover here for the Blast Shields. Okay. So, I mean, I think this might just be our board. I don't know that we can actually cap out that much higher than this with all this stuff here. Renekton 2 with Mittens and a Shiv 2 from Adriel is going to make stuff really difficult. Duel has to position perfectly here. Has to make sure the Warwick somehow aggroes onto some of this other stuff here, or else our life is going to be difficult. All right. I mean, this does look pretty decent as long as the Singe doesn't, like... pull. I mean, ideally the Singed pulls the TX ult in a really awkward way. Warwick walking up here, taking some aggro. Kindred ulting for a while here. The Shiv dying. The Singed is eating aggro here. The Warwick is stuck in the beam a little bit, but healing through it. But our Kindred just dies through the beam. I think Adriel is too strong. I mean, I just... We're way too capped at this point. Have hit everything 2-star. And I think it might be... Man... Oh my god, going title mode here. The 4-game checkmate. Adriel here scores on the day so far. 3rd, 1st, 2nd, and might just close it out with another 1st here, which would be a quick tourney, but I mean, not undeserved. I mean, has played fantastically across the day here, and this last game feels just like everything lined up. What's T-Hex eating? Just the Caitlyn for a 2-star caster. Not a bad thing to eat by any means here. All right, see if there's anything Duel can do. We have a few more rounds. Level 9 here doesn't have that 3-star 4 cost out anymore. So we really could either try to go back and find like a Singe 3 or something, which would be pretty hard. Or if we get close enough, we could start selling board and looking for a 3-star 5 cost if that's our only out here. The problem is it just feels like there's just too much stuff on Adriel's board. Now that there's a Renekton too with Ornn items, it feels so hard to get through everything. Like, we've killed so many things, and yet still the T-Hex is alive. I mean, there's just so much going on. Yeah, all right. Duel taking another loss here. Adriel taking another win here, going into our potential last carousel of the game here. Anything that Duel can pick up here that'll give us the upper hand. I mean, if you want to try for it, there is the Kindred for the 3-star, but I mean, it's a little it's obviously a low percent play, but sometimes you got to take a low percent play because that's all you got. Opts to take Edge of Night here with the idea being, okay, maybe we can use this to kind of like survive some of this crazy stuff that the T-Hex is doing. And so, yeah, we're just going to throw that onto the Belveth here. Is Adriel capping any higher? I mean, we're not far off level 10, but we're barely far enough that I don't think we're going to make it here. Orin sitting here farming more items. Adriel got a third item for the Renekton here and just sitting here on 10 and just blowing people up. All right. Let's see another fight here. We're same side as T-Hex this time, and away from the Renekton. Maybe the hope is that we can just get through this front line really quickly, and Warwick can somehow not die to the beam. But if Warwick dies to the beam, it is over. Warwick does live, but the problem is Renekton somehow prowlers and sliced and diced right on top of the Warwick. So that is definitely going to be a fight win for Adriel. And we are going into what could be the last fight of the game here if Duel can't turn something, just have an absolute miracle happen here. I think all you can potentially find is like 3-star 4 cost, 3-star 5 cost would be your out here. You can roll down, see what you can find here. Kindred 3 might have to be the dream here, but it's pretty hard on 9, I would say. Maybe we're just going to put our hopes into having a Wukong to upgrade our board. There is a Singed. But yeah, I don't know that Wukong 2 is going to swing this fight. We have to have some crazy positioning mishap on Adriel's end to not have this be a dub here. But we are about to see. All right, last fight, very potentially. We have our guys in front of the T-Hex again here, so this beam is going to be really scary. The Singe trying to run in there and do some work. That beam is hitting everything. The Kindred gets a good ult off, but it's just the front line is so tanky, man. I just don't think we have enough damage to get through it, and another beam from the T-Hex is going to clean up all these units. I think we have our winner here. All right, and let me put the scores into the score sheet so I can have the final scores. Congrats to Adriel, a crazy final game. It was, it really just ran away with it with the Rise portal. The Mort Dog Blessing was actually crazy. That was actually nuts there at the end here. So congrats to Adriel. We can't say that it wasn't a well-deserved dub there for Adriel. 29 points on the day, just absolutely smurfing on everybody. Shout out to the rest of our top 8. Duel in second, Kaf in third, Takapi in fourth, Joefish, Mirnik, Rising Tide, and Shaolin rounding out the top 8. So a very fun tournament. Congrats to Adriel. Let me get rid of that because we don't have players in check anymore. So that's our final 8. Pricing, like we talked about. So Adriel is going to get $200 plus the secret, which I will announce right now. $100 for Duel, 3rd through 4th, so Cap and Takapi are going to get a free month of Tactician Academy, and then 5th through 8th are going to get RP. I will reach out to you guys later today for the money. I'll have to send via PayPal, and then everybody else I can send either a code or the other stuff. So yeah, thanks everybody who played into it. Okay, so what is the secret? And also I'm gonna announce the secret. Adriel, if you want to, we can do kind of a winner's interview if you are interested in talking. If not, no pressure. You don't have to. But we could yap about it. Yeah, you're down. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, let me announce my secret thing. So I had a blast running this tournament. But as I said to everybody who is in this tournament, this is just kind of like a one-time thing for the people who are in this program, Tactician Academy, which low-key I might change the name to Tactician University so I don't get sued by Froda. And he couldn't. There's probably not legal standing, but anyway, so maybe we'll change the name. I'm gonna poll you guys if you think Tactician University works as a name. But I want to run more of these tourneys. And I've really liked having this kind of like community of players, where I get to meet with you guys every week. I get to do this, but something else that I want to do is more of these kind of like regular one-on-one coaching, things like this. So we have Tactician Academy. This is an awesome program for everybody who wants to improve at TFT, wants to get the weekly coaching. It's really good bang for your buck, honestly. But next set And signups are going to start a little bit before next set. So into like next set PBE, we are going to be setting up another coaching program for people who want more one-on-one coaching, guaranteed tournaments every single set. Here, I pulled up, I made a nice little graphic here for people who are interested. So I'm calling it Legendary Tacticians here. So this is going to be a separate program from Tactician Academy. And so, you know, I would assume the people who are in Legendary Tacticians are not also in Tactician Academy. If you want to be in both, I guess we could figure that out. I'm going to have to move my head. But one-on-one coaching sessions every other week. The really cool idea is that we're going to have these one-on-one coaching sessions every other week. And then on your off week, so, you know, say I do a session this week, next week, you can listen in on the other student sessions, just kind of like group call style, but, you know, it's going to be a one-on-one with another student. So you're going to get, all of the other students are going to get to kind of come together in those sort of group, but really one-on-one sessions, which are going to be really, really fun. We're going to have weekly class style sessions. So like each week, we're going to cover a different topic. So early on into the set, we're going to have, you know, like how to improve at TFT, how to study TFT. Later in the set, once we get to the tournaments, how to improve in tournaments. I'm going to have a progress tracking sheet. So I made a lot of these tracking sheets like a while ago for people who were getting my coaching, and people found them really valuable. So something like this, where every single session we are checking off what like fundamentals you need to work on, writing down notes, tracking your progress. I'm going to put some like graphs and stuff in here as well. So that's going to be really, really cool. Access to all of my personal notes. As I've said before, I'm going to be locked in really, really, really hard next set. Very, very hard. Which we will talk about later as well. That'll be another thing to talk about. But you're also going to get access to my note spreadsheets, all this kind of stuff. And the other thing, I had such fun running this tournament that we are going to have a mid-set and end-of-set tournament for the people in Legendary Tacticians. So, like I said, that's going to be launching with the start of next set. Everybody who is in Tacticians Academy, I am going to kind of like give you guys prio if you want to sign up, if you are interested in this. I'll be able to reach out to, you know, I'll talk to you guys in the Discord about that. And then, you know, after you guys have had your look at it, if all the slots are gone by then okay. If there are open slots, then they will go to everybody else. So yeah, and the secret winning prize here for Adriel here, our winner, is you're going to get a free sub to this for the first month, which is, it's one-on-one coaching. It's actually, the sub's going to be a little pricey, but I think it's, you know, you're getting a lot of value of one-on-one. So you are going to get some one-on-one coaching, more group coaching stuff like this, a lot of cool stuff. So, and, you know, be able to play in the tournaments like that if you continue on with it. So yeah. All right, let's hop into, I'm hopping into group coaching at Adriel in voice. If you want to hop in for our winners interview as well. Hello. Oh, you're muted on Discord.
Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, it's going well, man. I'm hype. I won.
Yeah, congratulations. I can hear myself echoing a little bit, so I'll yeah, you could, I guess, just like mute while I'm talking and then unmute. But yeah, congrats. How are you feeling going into the tournament?
Dude, when I won, I jumped out of my seat. I was so hyped.
Yo, that is awesome. I'm so hyped for that. Like, I feel like I don't know, it was so fun running the tournaments. This is my first time like running one on my own, and so being able to like make cool moments like that is like so sick, actually. And let me see, how well did you do on day one? I'm trying to remember, because you were not like top of points on day one.
I had 3 first, I think.
Ooh, okay. All right, so you're just a beast then. You're just naturally a kind of beast.
No, man. You know, I think everybody played super well. I just think that I just high rolled my ass off this whole tournament.
I mean, you know, it's TFT. You know, you can't win without high rolling a little bit, but I mean, that's also what TFT is all about, is taking advantage of those high rolls when you get them. I mean, sometimes you get a filter for emblem at the end of the game, and you gotta play TX and GG's. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
when I saw that
mhm.
the Piltover long shot jug spat, I was like, uh-oh, this might be a short tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I was hoping we get some more games in, but it's
I
also very
know.
hyped to have you just like Smurf on it. And I mean, and you did well enough in the earlier games that you put yourself in the spot to get into check. Like that's a skill in of itself, is putting yourself in that spot. So when you do hit the Piltover, you can win out and win on checkmate. So yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for putting it on. All my competitors, these guys are beasts. No matter what your rank is, I think that Caffeinated had some crazy spots.
Hmm.
I was checking everybody's like ranks and like match histories to see what they like to play, and she played out of her mind.
Yeah.
Legendary she.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I think she played very, very well as well. I mean, I'm proud of everybody who
Yeah,
played
everybody for sure.
in the tournament, and it was just really cool seeing everybody, getting to be in the group calls, talk to people, and then getting to do the tournaments as well is cool to just like see all the names and like get to actually see them play in game. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate the appreciation. Thank you. Should I ask? Are there any other good? How has this set been for you in general? Have you been grinding out a lot this set? Like, how's the set been for you? And I guess also, what are your plans for next set, if anything specific?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing in most sub-regionals since set, I think, 13.
Hmm.
And so I have a bit of a tournament experience. I'm trying to hit Chow, but I peak out at like Grandmasters, low GM every set.
Hmm.
So I'm just really trying to make the last push to get to Challenger.
Right. Makes sense. Well, I mean, this is a very good step in the right direction. Maybe. Oh, and so next set, the goal is challenger.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, maybe we can. I mean, I got you for the legendary tacticians, so we can do some one-on-one in there and the group stuff. Hopefully, I can help you get there with all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
sounds
to it.
good, man. Dude, I'm looking forward to it too, man. Next set's our set.
Yes.
You and me, worlds.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm down. I'm down. I mean, we can save NA, baby.
You have to, man. These APAC guys are crushing us.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's yeah. Well, we'll lock in. We'll lock in and save
We'll
NA.
lock
It's
in for
easy.
sure.
All right. Well, I mean that's all I got. I don't have too much else. Any other? I mean, I think your shout outs for the rest of the competitors were very, very kind. Anything else you want to shout out or say on the way out?
Yeah, sign up for Tacticians University. Is that what it's called now?
I think I might change the name to Tacticians University, low key. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh, academy, and I'm like, not academy. So maybe I'll change
I
it to
did.
university.
Even for someone who like has hit GM or is comfortably in Masters, I think that those classes are good to just keep up with the meta and to hear the meta in a different way than you make your own assumptions. So it's very helpful and everybody's super enthusiastic and super kind in the classes. So it's nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's I'm happy that you got a lot out of it, and it seems like a lot of other people have gotten a lot out of it as well. So I appreciate it, and yeah, there's some very kind words. So thank you.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, talk to you later. Congrats. All right, a nice little winners interview with Adriel. So we can do a nice little highlight. Like I said, I will reach out to everybody who won on the everybody who made it to the final lobby got prizing. So that is really, really exciting and fun. So we will definitely be doing, like I said, with my legendary tacticians, which we will talk about more in depth next set and open up signups into PBE next set. We're going to be doing one of these mid set and end of set. So I am just really, really hyped for that as well. And it's just next set is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to so much next set. This is part of it. But there's so much more to reveal and to talk about next set. I have so many things in the pipeline that I've been talking to people about. And also just planning myself. So, and we're only like a month away, like literally a month till PBE next set, right? Yes, next set is going to release mid-April. So like PBE is coming out April 1st. So Only a month away. Just got to get through. I just got to sit and wait this next month. I wish it was like tomorrow, but it's fine. It gives me more time to prep and all that kind of stuff. So it's all good. Impressive showing for the People's Champ, Calf. Thank you for the well-run tournament. Thank you. I'm very pleased with how smoothly it ran. If I do more of these in the future, low-key, maybe I should get someone to help me admin them. But like honestly, it wasn't that hard adminning them myself, so it was pretty chill. All right, I think I am going to dip out of here. If you guys saw my last video, record that video very late last night and then did not sleep too much. So I think I might go take a nap or something after this. But yeah, it was an absolute blast. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to be doing, my regular YouTube videos, probably streaming some next week, especially Wednesday once the new patch comes out. New patch comes out. The whole game's going to change. We had this tournament, and then everything is going to change again in just a few days, which is going to be absolutely crazy. So yeah, GG's. Thanks for hosting. Thank you, Shaolin. Thanks for running the tournament. Great job. Thanks, Dunk Pacino. Thank you, Adriel. GG's to everybody. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. You know, this is my first time running one of these, and I was like slightly afraid that everyone was just going to like not show up or something and be like, who cares about this tourney? So I really appreciate that everybody showed up, played. No, I had no issues. I was afraid that somebody was gonna like, I don't know, rage quit the tourney or something. I had no issues with like you guys all played out all of your games yesterday, all your games today. There was not a single issue with anything like that. So I did my best to run it, but shout out to you guys for making it easy for me. That was very, very helpful as somebody who is a noob tournament organizer. We go Kai mode miss check-in. Yeah, and everybody checked in today, which I guess sad for the people on the wait list, but I mean, happy that everybody managed to check in. All right, I will catch you guys later. Thanks, as always, for everything. I'm really thankful for the community and all you guys being a part of this. I just love doing this kind of stuff. That's why I'm sitting here on a Sunday running tournaments and doing all this stuff, just because I love being a part of this community and kind of this community that we've created here. So I will see you guys later.